This week, David can smell when his dog has sex. Chloe goes to Ukraine, and I am weirdly insightful and give some genuinely good life advice. It's a weird episode. So, let's strap down, let's strap in, and let's do this.
This is just another trucking podcast.
Hello, this is Just Another Trucking Podcast. I am your host, Tom, and I'm joined, as always, by my good friends, my co-host. I have David. Hello, David.
Hello, but hey, it's not always. Like, I wasn't here last week, so that's you can't really say that now, can you?
Now then, David, where were you last week?
You know what's funny is that when you brought that up to the others last week, nobody really cared. I felt so bad for you. They were like, they just ignored your statement altogether and didn't care that I was at a barbecue.
Like an annoyance thing, was he?
Yeah.
I was trying to get someone to bite, but
said
no
the
one
boy
bite
that
me.
didn't turn up the weekend before.
I was ill. He was at a fucking barbecue. That is very, very different.
Actually,
Just a
it was
heads
a
up,
good
I might
thing.
not be here next week because I might go to barbecue. So fuck you.
Yeah, it was a good thing too that I went. By the way,
I'm winging it.
Why?
well, it would have been too much for my wife. She wouldn't have been. She might as well have not have gone because she just would have been chasing around my oldest boy, and have he's a handful. There's a playground there. There was everything there, and it was just like because I was at a park, and we weren't right next to the playground or anything. But as in like, I'm just so glad I was there to be able to help her out so she could hang out with her friends. So it was definitely a good thing.
This sounds like a lot like bullshit to me.
Well, it's
Oh,
not.
I believe David.
Why does
David
that sound
has
like bullshit?
great ideas that I trust David so much.
What are you getting on? I don't understand. That's just.
I think you just wanted a barbecue,
know.
mate.
I wanted to help out my wife.
Anyways, Chloe.
I wanted to help out my wife. That's it. That's literally why I
Hello,
went.
Chloe.
Hello, you okay?
Very good. I want to say that my cat is real
I
fat.
was going to say we're getting in straight
Your
with the
cat
story
is
there.
real fat.
Oh
Why
my
is-
god,
Why is she fat?
she can't
Do you
even jump.
feed the
She
cat? Do you feed the cat too much?
No. So do
they
you
got
remember
babies?
that? I think I mentioned on the podcast about 2 months ago.
You
that
did
the house.
mention last week as well.
Yeah. Did I? Well, yeah. The house.
I didn't get that far yet.
All right. Well, the house was
Spoilers.
surrounded. The house was surrounded by cats. And,
Oh shit, she was in heat.
Oh yeah, and I actually
I'm sorry, I'm
saw
giving away your story now, aren't I?
No. I went outside and I was about to take the boys home, and as I was taking the boys home, I look over and this cat is fucking railing my cat on the lawn. I'm like, right, boys, come on, get in the car, come in. And then my next door neighbor Dave's like, he just goes, shoo, and I'm like, Dave, that's not doing anything, lad. That's.
He's probably just watched it happen. You've turned up and he's gone, oh no, stop. I tried so hard.
No, I didn't do that. I love Dave.
So tell us a little bit more about your fat cat.
Well, she is now so very heavily pregnant, and she's so angry at the world.
Oh, bless her.
Never
Sounds like
known
my
her.
wife. Ah! I'm so sorry. Shit.
She's going to get bad later. Oh no, she's like, I went to go and stroke her, and like I gave her one stroke, and then I went in for the second one. She's like, "No, fuck off," and just turns around and just twats me one. And I was like, "All right, well, guess I'm not doing that now. I guess I'll just leave you alone." And she'll.
Lovely.
Oh, she walks across the living room. She got halfway and just falls, and just that's it. She's not moving now. Fuck it. Like, and then I tried to kind of get her to play, and so I got the feather thing.
Yeah.
Like, so I held that out, and she kind of she got her claws out, and then she put her hand out. She's like, "No, I'm not fucking moving from here." It's like she is so we're to the point now. She likes being outside. She's now so far along she cannot go outside. We are not allowing it.
Okay. Well, she's already pregnant. She can't get re-pregnant while she's pregnant, so now would be a good time to let her
Our
outside.
issue is,
Yeah, but you
are
can
we
let her
gonna have
straight
to
out
go
and she can get pregnant again straight away.
No, it's not that. It's more the fact
but
we want to know where the babies are.
Well, this is
Why?
She-
Then you're gonna have
So
to look
she ha-
after them.
Oh, Oh, David.
I'm sorry. Did I come up? I thought I said that in my head. What?
No,
Oh,
you
no.
did not say that in your
I
head.
mean, we all know you're a puppy killer, but come on.
Oh,
Wait,
wow,
how do you know
yeah.
about that?
Poor kid. You've told
You
us
have
so many
definitely
times.
told us that story.
That was
More
in
than
private.
once.
Probably.
Not unless there's more stories.
I never killed any puppies. All
Of
right.
course you did.
That's not what you said.
No, I didn't. My dad did.
What? Look,
If you
hang on,
remember-
this is a
That's
different
not the
story, isn't
story.
it?
That's
What
not
puppy
the
would
story
I
you
have
told
killed?
us.
There's no puppies. No. Yes,
What
there
story
is.
are you going
I would
with?
never have incriminated myself into something like that on air. All right. I've
So
never
what did your
killed a
dad
puppy.
do? This is a new one.
My
David,
dog-
David.
What?
I hate to tell you this. We have told several incriminating stories on this podcast.
But I wouldn't have though. Is the thing.
So
Just run
just
over.
very quickly.
Just to clarify. No, not very quickly. Okay.
Let's just clarify this story. 'Cause it
I
sounds
did not
so
kill
very bad.
any puppies. All right. It's just that our dog was a fucking whore and would constantly
Wait.
get pregnant.
This is a different story.
This is very much a different story.
Different story.
This is way
Wait.
when I was younger.
Back the fuck up. What is this story you're telling me now? Because is this different to
panicking,
the one
he's
where
trying to
you
hide
ran
it.
puppies over?
Hold on a second. What story did I tell before? Just to make sure that we're on the same picture.
What the fuck, David?
How many stories have you got?
What is happening?
Oh, wait. Are you talking about the kittens that fell from the truck?
Kittens.
Well, you said they were
right.
puppies.
Oh,
You
for
said they were
fuck's sake.
puppies.
There's a difference. They're two different fucking species, okay?
You
All
said
right?
you were driving that
said
fast. You didn't know if
puppies.
they were puppies or kittens. You presumed they
I
were
David,
forgot
might
puppies.
have
about that.
puppies.
I forgot about that one.
Well, we have
Um,
not forgotten that story,
We're
David.
traumatized.
Right.
Oh, I didn't forget.
Wait,
I
so
didn't forget
what
it now.
puppy story is this?
Oh, nothing. It was joking. I don't know what I was talking about.
No, you fucking weren't. You are not getting away with this that easily. What the fucking story
you
is
done?
this? What
I didn't-
happened?
I didn't do anything personally myself.
Well, what did your dad do?
Wait, did your dad kill puppies? Just to
I'm
point
not-
out, people are no longer going to feel bad
He's
about
gone
that time.
quiet. What
That,
happened?
you know that story
You're
where you
bringing
told him
back
about.
Terrible,
Brought
terrible.
it up. You brought it up.
I thought that's what you were
were
talking
talking
about.
about
talking about
I
this
don't talking about
story.
this. What the fuck? How have
I
you
didn't
forgotten?
even remember. I was like, I didn't tell you that story. Did I tell you that story? I didn't tell you that story. You know what I mean? But
Okay, technically, I was winding up the situation.
Are
Just to
you-
clarify,
David,
the
are
puppy
you
story
running
we
for
thought of was
Republican Senate?
accidental. This sounds like full on. What have you done?
What the fuck is happening right now?
my dad accidentally ran over in the driveway. All right, we had a new bunch of puppies,
Right.
and my dad wasn't paying attention, and he ran over two of them.
Oh
Two of them.
Yeah, it was like we were out there playing with them,
Yeah.
and
Oh no!
But-
You didn't watch it as kids, did you? You didn't see.
oh,
it
I
happen.
saw him
Oh,
flopping
no.
and flopping. It was terrible. I thought I told you that story. Is the thing.
You have not
No.
told us this
And-
story, David.
But it wasn't a good one. I'm sorry. I for some reason you said puppies. All right, so that's
Yes.
the only puppies that have ever died are the ones that are right in front of me. They're flopping. It was just yeah. Anyway,
So you're trying to tell us, David, you have two stories about puppies being run over.
yeah.
What the
No,
fuck is
I have one
happening?
story about kittens being run over and one story about puppies being run over. There's a difference. Two different species.
Wow.
Species
It sounds
is
like
that,
you're
is that
not
the right
picky.
word?
So as a kid, how did you take that?
I wasn't happy. It
How
was
old were
it was
you?
No
it was
fucking shit,
one of them
you
was
weren't happy.
one of them was the runt of the litter too.
But they're
That
always
was
the
the only kind-
cutest.
Yeah, it was a black one, and it was just I don't know what he thought my dad would do afterwards, and he picked it up and put it on top of the vise, and like, what are you gonna do? And, like, it's just.
On top of the vice.
I know, right? But this is like a 7-year-old remembering this, so you know what I mean? As in, like, the way I'm remembering it, he just like placed him on there and like, yeah, he's a goner. I can't remember exactly how it went, but again, it's such a vague memory. I just remember it happening and him not dying right away, and then we, you know,
No,
it It is sad. It is sad. And I actually thought that's what you were talking about. Like, did I really fucking tell you that story?
No,
You mentioned
that's horrible.
puppies. You mentioned puppies, not kittens. My.
How the fuck are we supposed to know there was multiple puppy stories?
There's not. There's only one puppy story and there's one kitten story.
But I'm sure you said, right, someone's going to have to go back and listen to this because I'm sure you said last time.
I remember it being
like,
puppies.
It couldn't have been puppies that I ran over because how can a puppy get into the axles of a minivan? That's where cats would do.
I thought they
cats-
just kind of fell out. Like you said, like they'd open the door or something.
Yeah.
They just
No, I
look
didn't
really
say that.
bad.
You guys presumed that the kittens were hiding in an area underneath the car, somewhere, the
like
minivan
they do,
or whatever.
like they stay in engines and get warm.
Yeah,
Okay.
and
Alright,
like puppies wouldn't do that. Kittens would.
No, I feel so sad. I don't want to do this.
On that
podcast
note-
anymore.
No, wait, we've only been recording for a few minutes.
I feel so bad. It's poor.
What do you think I feel? It is a hard memory to get rid of. It's one of those core
I feel
memories.
really bad that I've brought up that core memory to you as well. now.
It was sad. There was, but our dog was a whore. There was quite a lot of puppies involved in the lifespan of her. She was like so much to where I knew she gave birth because I like, oh wait, there it is. Let's go find those puppies because you could smell. What the fuck? I actually knew the smell. As in, like, we had a pretty big garage too. There was like so there was lots of places to hide. And
Wait,
yeah,
are you saying that you knew the smell of that your dog had had sex or had puppies?
had puppies.
Right. Okay. So wasn't the smell that you.
How would you
I
know
didn't
if
say I
it's-
don't know the smell of my. I never said I
Oh,
didn't
it's
know.
happened. She's pregnant.
Right.
I get
This
the-
week, David knows the smell of his dog having sex.
Oh my god, this is traumatizing.
Anyway, so why did we bring up puppies again? Oh, the cats. Your cat. That's right. Your kitten. Your kitten is having is pregnant and is due any time. What are you going to do with the kittens?
Don't run him over.
No, that was not. And don't put them in the car or axles or anything like that.
Well, you
Jesus
Don't
Christ.
let him out the
They
house.
just
Fuck
happen.
me.
They just happen to get in the axles or in the
Anyway,
undercarriage.
I think what
or
we were trying to
whatever.
work out is why
if-
Tom's
if
not
you
letting
live-
her out the house, and that is why. He's just giving you reasons.
If you live close enough to the west coast of Cumbria and you would like a kitten, let me know. They'll be for sale, maybe something like that. Don't know. We've not figured out that much, but we will have to try and get rid
Why
of these
have you not
things.
gotten your cat spaded or neutered?
We thought she was. We were
Oh,
we were
yeah, you
all
did say
as
that.
far as we were concerned, she was. But turns out basically, a long story short, we got two cats that, in essence, came from the same place. But
Right.
we got one from the place, and a friend of Kale's got the other one, which is the black one, the one that's now pregnant. And she was a lot younger than the one that we got, and he did not look after her. There was at one point that he came into Kale's work and laughed about the fact that he'd thrown her against the wall. And when he went to Germany, which is a whole fucking story in itself.
right.
And when he went to Germany, we got this cat. We said we'd look after it, and Kale was like, "Yeah, we're not giving this cat back. This cat's,
No, I can
this cat's staying
understand
with
that,
us." And then when we got back, Kale's like, "Yeah, you're not having the cat back."
Oh,
And-
what he asked for it
Oh,
back.
yeah, he asked you back, and Kale's like, "No, you're not having this cat back." She's happy with us now.
And what do you say?
And he then gave her the cat as a birthday present because I think he realised she wasn't getting that cat back. So yeah, we just kept the cat. We literally but that cat is stolen. We stole that cat.
And now you're
honestly,
reproducing from that cat.
we are okay with it. But see, Bella, the other cat, the one that we got, she was neutered, and I knew that. But I just assumed because Bella was neutered, I
one was neutered.
figured that the other one was. And when I saw the tomcat shagging her in the garden, I did think, is she actually, or have I just assumed that she is? So yeah, so that's something that we're gonna have to go and get her. We're gonna have to go and get her fixed. So
How much
you
does
see
it cost over there, by the way?
I don't know. We're gonna find out. I'll
So
let you guys know.
Now the
What,
cat
to
that
get
we,
fixed? I think it's like 25 quid or something.
Oh, is it?
So-
Oh, bother. Yeah,
Yeah.
bombing.
I think I told you about the cat that I currently have at him. All right, and it was given. It wasn't given. I was my son's partner was moving away and couldn't take the cat with him, and then he.
you've explained.
Okay,
yeah.
so basically, he needed a place for that cat to stay,
Yeah.
or for at least a few months until they could figure it out and all that kind of thing. So, and then now I'm in possession of it. Now, of course, 6 months later, I'm like, I still have it, and like, okay, well, we need to get this cat neutered. So there's like $600 right there, and there was a bunch of other stuff that like, okay, if he's going to be living in our house, I need to make sure that he's, doesn't have rabies, doesn't have whatever shots you're supposed to give the cats and all that kind of thing. So like, I know $1,000 are gone already and everything, right? And turns out like, yeah, he's done. It's like, okay, he's never going to take the cat back. So now I have a fucking cat, an unwanted cat, because I don't want the cat. I never said I wanted it. I was just going to do you a favor and hold on to it as long as I can. All right. So it was just like, oh, now we have a fucking cat. I'm like, God damn it. You know what I mean? It's just, I didn't want a cat. It's a straight up thing. I didn't want it, but I didn't want it. I didn't care if he was an outdoor or indoor cat. All right, he can do that. I got him a cat flap. He can go in. He can go out. He can hang out with the neighborhood cats and all that kind of thing. But he is neutered, and that's great. So at least he's not going to get anybody knocked up. And then the more and more and more, we wouldn't see the cat for days and days, and like sometimes like a fucking week. But he would just kind of come and go as he pleased. We do have like an automatic feeder, so we can kind of like, oh, he definitely came in and had a little bit of food, but sometimes that would just be overflowing and like because he hadn't come back for days. But he's been hanging out with a neighbor, and
right.
so basically
He's moved house, is what you're saying.
he basically has moved house to another. There's other cats. The thing is, what surprises me is just because he's hanging out with other cats. He doesn't like other cats. We've had other cats in our place, and he was an absolute asshole. Absolutely the biggest asshole possible. I'm like, oh God, we could never even get another cat if we wanted to. But
He's
not that we would
found
want
his
her.
homies. That's what he's
But
done.
yeah, so he found his homies, and then the guy, he actually just across the fence, and I could actually see him across the fence once in a while. But he said to me, like, by the way, your cat's over here all the time. Yeah, I figured he was. I didn't really care. And like, he come and go.
Wait, just one second, just one thing.
I didn't
When you're
kill
saying
him.
he's no, but when I wasn't saying that. Holy fuck!
I don't know.
No,
I just feel like that's
no,
the mindset you're in.
No, I was gonna say I hope that your neighbour's like I hoped it was like Tim the Toolman Taylor, where he was like you can't see him, you could only hear his voice. Maybe
Tim the Toolman Taylor, you could see, you just couldn't see the other guy.
Yeah, no, but that's what I mean.
Neighbour.
You're no, but you're Tim the Toolman
got a
Taylor,
voice.
and the other guy.
Yeah,
I kind of
yeah.
hope it's like that, where you can't see him.
No, I can definitely see him.
I'm so glad that he never turned out to be like someone bad. I'm
He's-
really glad.
He's a cat. He has who?
Tim, what's his name again?
What's his name? I want to say Brad, but
You just
No.
like
I don't
know.
switching off. Why did you think he was going to be bad? In what way?
do you think we're going to
Tim-
get back
Tim
to my-
Allen.
to
Jimmy
my story?
Savile.
Tim Allen.
Oh, it's him?
Yeah, no. Yeah, Tim Allen.
What did you think he was
Okay.
going to turn into a Jim Savile kind of dude?
Yeah, I worried about that.
Wow,
and I was
dude,
also worried
you're not
about-
segueing. You know what? I'm going to put a stop to that right now. Guys, it is a different thing altogether. I was literally in the middle of fucking talking. No,
Go on,
you don't
go
get
on,
to do that.
go on.
But it turns out he is a cat. It is a cat household. He asked me like, hey, if you want, I can just take over ownership. I'm like, fuck yeah. Well, I didn't say
that's
fuck yeah. I'm like,
nice.
yeah, no, absolutely. I don't really care. It doesn't. I have love. He's fantastic with my kids and all that kind of stuff. It's just that he meows the fucking crap in the middle of the night.
So does that
meowing,
mean
nonstop
you're now-
meowing.
Does that mean you're now a holiday home for him?
Yeah, and he gets to have a treat. Like I leave the cat flap there. I still leave food out and water. So if he wants to come over and visit at nighttime, he can.
That's
He
not
actually
nice
still
to
doesn't
know
go.
he's a
He
part-time
doesn't.
Cat.
Yeah, he doesn't go into his house yet. He got a little upset with that when he actually tried a few days ago to actually let the cat inside. Wow, fucking hell, this totally isn't a trucking podcast anymore, is it? But anyway, so I'm done with that story. I'm sorry that took so long, but we no longer basically have a cat anymore that I have to pay for. And that makes me happy because it wasn't in the budget.
I mean, you have whinged about that cat before, that you kind of like it, but
Yeah.
you don't want it.
But he was so great with the kids. The claws wouldn't come out. The baby would be able to pull his hair and his tail and his whiskers, and he wouldn't do anything except for just walk away. That's it. And but he was a
That is a
good
nice
cat. He really was. But now I think he's
that
in a
sounds
better
like
place.
Bella. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. What do you mean he's in a better place?
Wilson, sorry. My wife just came up with the name of the guy across the
Okay, that's great. But you said the cat's in a better place.
Yeah, the next door neighbor.
Right.
Yeah, he's not dead.
I just want to double check.
Dead isn't a better place. Why
David's
is
just
dead?
admitting
Why is
that
death
next
a better
door
place?
is a better place for the cat.
Oh.
Well, because you're just being
Oh.
polite about death.
He's in a
aren't
better
you?
place.
If
Disneyland.
someone dies, then you're going to be nice and polite and say, well, they're in a better place. You're not going to go, he's probably in hell, dickhead.
He's in the recovery room in the hospital. That's a better place, you know.
Yeah, but you're not going to be rude to someone someone's just died. Oh, yeah, I bet he's not in a better place. No. You're not going to say that, are you?
Are you? But yeah, I know. Just why is that
mean,
even a phrase though? I'm just like,
I don't know. It's
in a better place.
to be alive. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a better place.
It does insinuate that he's
Right.
dead.
So basically, the cat's okay. It's gone to
The
the
cat's
next
grand.
neighbour.
The cat's
Right,
lovely.
okay.
He's got 2 houses.
Right.
He's got a bunch
He's
of
in a better
friends now. He's in a better place.
Should we move on from this? For fuck's sake.
He gets to run around with his homies. He's in
Alright.
a better place. Yeah, go on.
Chloe, what's
Chloe,
going on?
Hello.
What's going on
have
with you?
something.
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, the other Chloe.
I mean, I did almost think about segueing from like when you said about running over things, and I thought, oh, that could be a good segue for my week this week. But then I thought, cyclist, not quite the same as a kitten.
You ran over a cyclist?
Really?
I think the cyclist
Technically-
ran over himself.
Technically, the cyclist ran over himself. Yes. So it does lead me on to like right. Anyway, let's explain what happened
What?
first.
Start from the beginning. That's the best
Before I
place
get
to start.
excited. So I felt awful, by the way, about this. I did feel bad. I did feel really bad. I don't like people getting hurt. Anyway, I turned up to this job, and obviously you drive up and you find it, and then you go, oh, I need to reverse up here. So you come all the way out, and then you do your little maneuver to spin around, so then you have to reverse up to this junction, yeah? This junction was like on a steep downhill, and I had to kind of reverse to my blind side up a steep hill, and it was quite a sharp turn. So to get around this corner, and it was a one-way road that I was on, and
You have a trailer? Or is
in the
it
truck, just in the truck, no trailer, just
it's
a
a
rigid.
okay.
Yeah, 8-wheeler, just a
God, we're
rigid.
still a trucking show.
But
soccer
basically,
guys.
because I'm in an 8-wheeler, I take up the room, don't I? I'm going to take up over the whole of the
18-wheeler?
road.
Is that what you said?
An 8-wheeler.
Oh,
8-wheeler.
8.
Yeah. Yeah?
Or
Yeah.
8-legger, as we sometimes call them.
Yeah. Anyway,
You should do that.
obviously I've got to take up all the room, yeah? Because I'm a proper trucker, David, all right? I've got to take up all the room, all right? And I've already done I've done the first bit of maneuver, I've turned around, and then I'm starting to do this. I've looked in my mirrors, checked everything, no one's there. It's quite a steep hill, so obviously I'm expecting there might be a cyclist at some point or whatever. I do
You're
the
expecting
maneuver.
that?
Well, you have to expect everything in the UK because if a cyclist appears out of nowhere, it's your fault. So you
Yeah.
have to be observant of this. Anyway, I've got to a point where I'm at no return. I'm trying to put my diffs on because I can't get up this steep hill around the corner because it doesn't want to get grip. So I'm obviously look in my. Are you getting bored? I look
not
to my
getting bored.
side, and then all I see is this cyclist come absolute hurtling down the road towards me, and I'm thinking, "Fuck, he's not stopping. What the fuck am I gonna do?" And I can't. I'm stuck at this point. So all that happens is just slow motion. I just watch him hurtle towards me, thinking, "Oh fuck, he's gonna hit me." What the
You
fuck?
stopped?
I'm stationary at this point
You're just
because I'm
you
trying to
okay?
get up this hill. I can't do
Yeah.
anything. I'm in the middle of the road. And then all I watch him is trying to avoid me. I can hear his brakes going, "Wee!" You know, like the kind of cycling brakes do. So I'm like, well,
Yeah,
he's not
do.
stopping. Yeah, that sort of thing. I watch him hit the curb, bunny hop up the curb onto the pathway. Yeah. There's a full-on brick wall next to this pathway, and he slides down this wall, like literally slides down. Imagine a motorcyclist coming off on the floor without
Right.
levers. Yeah,
I believe the term is degloved,
yeah, pretty much.
which I think might be the most hideous medical thing I've ever
Yeah.
heard.
Yeah, and he then face plants pretty much on the floor in front of me, and I'm just like,
That made me feel so weird.
Oh,
thinking
fuck.
About that.
and it's gross. Honestly, that's like the worst injury. I physically, you know when you see like motorcyclists and they're not wearing levers, it actually makes me feel sick because I'm just like, I know what happens and just know.
Yeah.
Anyway, this cyclist, I felt so bad for him because he he was like, he got up and he was kind of sat there a bit dazed, and I was like, shit, mate, are you okay? And he was like, oh yeah, my brakes don't work. Don't worry, it's not your fault. And at this point, I was like, yeah, I know it's not my fault, but are you genuinely okay? Like, I was like, yeah, I know it's not. I'm not going to accept this. It's not my fault. And I was just like, are you actually genuinely okay, though? Because that looked quite bad. Obviously, I didn't realise he'd actually hurt himself at this point. I just thought he'd kind of fallen off. Was a bit of a shock.
Yeah.
It kind of stood up and looked around, and then, like, as he moved sideways, I saw his arm and his hand, and it looked painful. Like, it wasn't the worst one ever, but he'd full on scraped it. It looked like he needed to get to hospital, sort of thing. And like
a couple of
there was
stitches
blood.
or road rash. What are we looking at here?
Like a skin graft kind of thing, because there's no skin there.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just it's somewhere on that wall behind, that sort of thing. And he kind of got up and he was like, yeah, it's not your fault. Your brakes don't work. It's all, And I'm like, why the?
He's
fuck
in shock.
Yeah, he's in shock. Yeah, he is.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault.
It's
I
not
know
my-
it's not
no.
my fault. I never claimed it to be my fault. It was 100% your fault for not having
was.
brakes.
But I didn't
All
want to
right?
shout at him because I was just like, are you genuinely right? I was like, mate, you're in shock. You need to go to hospital. And he's like, oh, no, it's fine. And he kind of puts his arm up and blood flicks. And I'm like, no, you're not all right. I was like, mate, go to hospital. Like, I was like, what do you want me to do? And he's like, it's fine. And he starts walking off down the hill. And I'm just like, oh, that poor guy. I felt so bad. And I have no idea what happened to him.
And you just carried on back.
Because he didn't exchange numbers. He just walked off. And I was just, it was literally like, 'tis but a flesh wound sort of thing. You know what I mean? That from
Monty Python, the Holy Grail.
Yeah, Monty Python sort of thing. 'Tis but a flesh wound. And I just felt so bad for the poor guy. And I was just thinking, do you know what though? If he had come hurtling down and he hadn't avoided me, yeah, he still got hurt, but he would have probably got seriously.
Did you watch this in your
hurt.
mirrors? Or did you watch?
No, this happened right in front of me because it was on the driver's side.
I thought you were I thought you were reversing up the hill.
Yeah, but it was to the side. So I was reversing on a side road. So I, at this point, was taking up the whole road, and to the left of me, or to the right of me, I had to check which way. To the right of me on my driver's side, and I was looking up the road of where I've just been.
David.
Yes.
This isn't the lie to me segment. You know that, don't you? You don't have to. We're not catching it out on this.
Oh, by
Anyway,
the way,
I could see him. I could see him
know,
coming for me, and it just got me thinking. Like, if he hit me, like, how would that go down? Because the way the UK is now, it's like
hard.
that. He would have gone down hard. It would have hurt him, and I'd have been pretty pissed off because it's a brand new lorry. So I'd have been pretty pissed. There'd have been no dent, and it wouldn't be great, human dent. Also,
plus as well, it's all fucking like loss of license shit now, isn't it?
yeah, that would
Loss of what?
That would be
Loss of
blame put on
license.
me, wouldn't it?
License?
Because technically-
Why?
No, because the UK rules.
If you hit a cyclist now,
Yeah.
it's an automatic disqualification.
What? What if it's like obviously like? Come on, like that's
Seriously.
a lot. But what if?
But it's not even if it's not your fault. Like if he
That
slammed
can't
into
be
me,
the case. So
that-
might as well. If you see a fucking bicycle, just stop your truck.
Pretty much.
Just stop your truck, and everyone else is going to hit you.
Also,
and-
can get
oh,
6
you-
points on your
Jesus.
license if you don't overtake and you're on the other side. If you're not on the other side of the road over that white line, and they got you on dash cam, you can get 6 points on your license and a fine. Straight up, if they report you.
It's bullshit.
And it's something like that. That would have been his fault, but because I'm in the way and I should have anticipated that. Technically, it's probably my fault.
It's fucking.
Should you have gotten out of your truck and like wave your hands and try catch him, or just?
I mean, I got out and checked. There is, someone's just put in the chat, there is dash cam footage of this that I've shown my boss, and he was fine about it. He was, I thought I'd got to explain because
Fuck him.
it just kind of went, oh, look, it's great. He's got it on his dish cam hilarious thing that he loves. But
he sent it off to funniest
and
videos.
the worst thing is all the drivers, you tell the drivers and they're like, oh, well done, that's like 10 points. You like nearly hit a cyclist, you knocked one out, and
That's
like,
no,
wow.
that's no,
That's
no,
not
no,
funny.
That's not right. That's not right.
Yeah.
A cyclist is 50
It's
points.
20. Oh, it's 50? Yeah. Isn't it funny that even over here in America we have that joke?
Yeah,
about
it's like a national. I wonder. Someone must have been come up with this. It does make me think sometimes about the first person to come up with some of these weird things.
I always felt
cyclist points.
that a nun pushing an old woman in a wheelchair was max points.
Also, at what point did this
No.
come in? Because originally, cyclists and horses would have been on the road, and then it would be, car, let's run it off the road, 10 points. Would have been opposite, wouldn't it?
They would have been.
I don't think that. Let's be honest, though. In that situation, there's no cyclist getting points versus a car.
This is true.
If it is, the points are definitely in the car driver's favour. I'm just saying, we have a lot more points.
But yeah, it basically this happened anyway, and it made me it's made me really panic when I see cyclists now, because I'm just thinking, like, if that can happen, that can just happen anywhere, and it's
I'm
horrible.
fucking. I know people get pissed off with me by going so slowly. I mean, the only
You
thing
go
I can
slowly?
do, yeah. If there's a cyclist, if there's a cyclist, I will.
Yeah,
I am
hold
going
back.
to talk about. I'm going to talk about
God.
going slowly today because I was on the speed awareness course this morning.
Really? That's funny.
no.
Yeah. They
Was
said
it
this.
overtaking a cyclist? This
It
is why you're
wasn't.
slow.
No,
Now, I won't overtake a cyclist, but I'll just drop a gear down and be right behind him. Like, be dropping a gear down, meaning I'm
What?
like,
So they
my
can run
engine,
your
my
way?
engine's really
it's
loud
making,
right now.
Yeah, it's making noise.
Okay, not every time. It was this windy road to a customer I used to go to all the time, and like, you shouldn't be here. This is the kind of road now. Again, this is America, all right. But this is the kind of road now that you can't always take a lot. You have to stop a lot for other vehicles. Kind of thing, like you guys. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen very often in America where we actually have to stop for another vehicle to come by. You know what I mean? Because the roads are windy. But again, it's just that there's other places for you to cycle. All right. How about you get off this road where we can't actually overtake you? You know, but I will follow him until I know that it's straight, and I'll make him uncomfortable as fuck because he's a fucking prick for even being on this road. And like, this is a fuck. You know, I don't know. It just obviously it pisses me off a little bit.
You know what? They genuinely don't bother me in the slightest.
I'm not normally that bothered. I'm
think
just nervous now.
I do think something I've been doing is I've trained myself a little bit because I did used to get a lot more wound up with things on the road. So one of the things that I've done, and I have said this before, is I've cut out them fucking dash cam videos on YouTube. I do.
How do you do that?
They're so addictive, aren't they?
They are, and I like watching them. But I now, if one comes up, I click on it and I click on not interested, do not show me again, and I just cut them all out. And I genuinely have found on the road, I feel calmer on the road because I feel like I'm no longer looking out for stuff, and stuff just doesn't. If someone's wound me up, it's something particularly bad, like something where someone's directly pulled out in front of me and then give me the finger.
Oh my God, the
that's
finger!
Frustrating. Oh
It
my
has
God.
to be. It has to be something really bad to have kind of. But honestly, cyclists that don't bother me. I'll drop a gear when I get behind them, just to kind of like. But that's more of a thing of like, hey, there's a truck behind you. If you could let me past, I would very much appreciate it.
I do agree with that though. Like being calm and things like that when you're going past and you got traffic incidents going, you just go, they're just having a bad day, or well, that was close, but you just kind of got to walk it off because otherwise the amount of time you spend on the road, you get so angry and you work yourself up, and then it just gets worse, and then it's just not good for you at all.
Hate is a poison that you give to yourself in hopes that it injures the other person.
Yeah, but it normally just gets you in the ass.
Well, but it doesn't. You got this thing of like, oh, I fucking hate you, you're such a dickhead on the road, and you're sat there boiling and getting angry about it and getting stressed out about it. But the only person it's affecting is you.
Yeah.
As the driver. Whereas like now, I'm just like, I just don't give a fuck. I listen to my podcasts. As long as they're not directly affecting me in a detrimental way, I don't care. I just don't care. I'm not bothered. I just let them get on with it.
So, you're speaking of videos that I find it hard not to click on these videos, and I'm not a big fan of who I'm not a big fan of who I become mentally. It's just that does oil now the particular videos I'm talking about is the stop oil people who stand in front of vehicles, all right, and they're stopping traffic, and this happens in America too. And it doesn't matter who they are. Nothing makes me so happy when they get dragged by the hair and getting drug off the road. It just makes me feel so good. I don't care what they are. If they're a girl and they're getting dragged off, it's just what they're doing, and because they're not reacting to it.
I get you.
There is
part of me that is. There's something. My favorite video of all time is that guy talking about the stop oil protesters, and they're on top of that petrol tanker, and the guy's like, "But what they're doing?" And then the reporter goes, "Well, I think they're trying to stop oil in the country." And he goes, "Yeah, but that's cooking oil."
Yes, that is awesome.
There will be nothing. There will be nothing better on YouTube. Maybe the dog licking the window. That's the only other one that might be as funny as that. But yeah, sorry, David.
There was this guy. He was, obviously just stopping cars, but he stopped in front of a car that had a loud exhaust. So the guy did like a 6-point turn or whatever, and his rear end was now right next to his exhaust was right next to the guy's head, and he floored it. He did, and the guy got out of the way and he reversed out of there, and because he was already pointing that way. I'm not a big fan of how happy I am with the amount of pain that these people suffer by getting dragged off to the side. It just makes me kind of question my are you really not like a terrible person, David, for being happy that these people, and the thing is, they're not even screaming, stop, stop, stop. They're just being silent, being dragged away in silence. You know what I mean? But have you seen these ones, Chloe?
I've cut out a lot of this stuff out of my YouTube, and this is one of the reasons why I don't like TikTok, is because I find it a lot harder to trim this shit out of my TikTok. And this is the reason why I like YouTube Shorts, because I can cut this shit out of there and I can trim it down. I don't watch them ones. I also don't watch the and I did used to kind of like watching them. I hated the people for doing it, but do you know the auditors where they'll go up to police and like they'll be like,
"Oh my god!"
Because they'd make me purpose,
and I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And
they're like right on the line of the law, aren't they? They're like, "Well, I'm not doing anything illegal, but I'm very close to it."
No, they're not even close. Is the thing?
Yeah. And I'm watching it, and I'm just like, I'm like getting so angry about it, and I'm like watching it, but why am I watching things to get angry? What's the point?
Anger is a drug.
How is that? It is.
People,
and
it really is.
Yes, I agree with you.
Some people do like it.
But I know, but I like it as well. But that doesn't mean it's good for me. I'm sure if you gave me heroin, I'd be like, this is fucking great. I like heroin. Heroin is fucking
that what you're doing, going cold turkey on these videos?
In fact, tell you what, give me more heroin. That's what I want right now. But that just because something feels good doesn't necessarily mean it's good for you. And I think a lot of these videos, yes, they're fun to watch. There's something fun about feeling that anger towards something. It's something, maybe not fun, but it's something addictive
cringy,
about
though.
it.
I find it quite cringy watching those ones.
Here's the thing. What annoys me is the fact that surely all these cops know that there's auditors out there. They make money on the cops' reactions. The more they actually want cops to stop them. Yeah. They literally, they don't care about being audited. They don't care about their rights and all that kind of thing. They want to make a viral video. And, you know what I mean? And the more the cop is a dickhead, because they know the law. They probably know the law way better than the cops do, because they read it up. They know they can cite so many citing whatever the legal terms and all that kind of stuff is. They know exactly what they can and can't do, and they will only do what they can do, and they know that it pisses the cops off, and you know what I mean. So, and this is how they make their money. Like, I remember one time I'm like, dude, you do what you got to do. You're making me a lot of money right now, and he's, and I thought that was, oh my god, that's fucking hilarious, because that's exactly, you know what I mean. It kind of opened it up why they do it. They know exactly what they're doing, and they want cops to be pissed off. Like, there's this one guy probably made a fortune because he actually was videotaping the cops at the cop station, outside the parking lot and everything, and he never acknowledged them. He just wouldn't even look at the cop. He just kept doing what he was doing, ignored him completely, and eventually he got arrested, and he was just loving it. And then eventually the main dude of the captain of the precinct or whatever came over, like, dude, he's a bloody auditor, all right? He knows what he's doing, all right? We're going to have to fucking pay him a lot of money now. We're hearing this all on the fucking the cam. And it was just
sue someone. Can you sue the cops then? Can you?
Because he got arrested. Because there was no reason. Suspicion is not a crime, and they're relying on it to be suspicious. because he's videotaping cops and the inside of cop cars and everything. And it's just, suspicion isn't a crime. And they're relying on cops to actually arrest them just so they can make a little bit of money extra. You know, first of all, they're going to make a viral video.
It's cheeky though, isn't it?
It's
really?
no
is.
different. It's no different to the to that kind of whole thing of
Karen's.
well, again, Karen's I think is a whole different thing. But like the prank videos, but the Karen videos, I definitely think
But a
again
lot of
there's
them,
that anger that you get from it. And again,
it's being
there's some
bought
that's
on
quite-
a lot of it. Yeah, 100%.
I do think of it, but I think that anger stuff, and I think there's a lot of these like these right wing YouTubers that they'll kind of like go on interviews and they're just trying to kind of like anger bait people, and I've just cut it all out of my YouTube diet. I now watch
YouTube
nice,
diet.
but it is. I think that your internet diet is a thing. And I think you can go on an internet diet. You don't necessarily have to cut out all of the internet because you cut it down if you want to, but I think you can cut down what you watch and be kind of like be mindful of the things that you do look at and kind of say, I'm not watching that shit. This thing here is not like gonna, because it isn't good. I think that when you kind of have that kind of YouTube diet as such, I think you do take it out into the world, and I think you do go looking for people. I do think you got.
So
you
you mean
out for
in
people who like that.
you get like real life videos in your real world sort of thing? Actively look for your videos.
I think he's talking about
Relive
your
them.
emotion. Your emotion gets
Right.
the emotion
The
that you
better,
get
yeah.
from these videos gets brought into your real emotion in the real world. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
absolutely
like if
does.
you watch a video that
I-
makes you extremely happy and all that kind of thing, and then you go hang out with your kids, chances are you're going to be really happy. You know?
It's true.
But,
I exclusively, if you flick through my YouTube now, you will
I
find.
can do that, by the way.
Yeah, right. I've got telescopes. I've got planes taking over. Taking over.
Taking
off.
over.
I've got Bitcoin spat. Yeah, we'll go ahead and remove anything to do with Bitcoin because I'm not getting involved in that shit. Do not recommend that. Cooking, like it's just fun or interesting stuff. There's nothing anger based. There's nothing. I mean, a lot of it's like, if I'll be honest here, at the moment, a lot of it is hell divers. Holy shit! I would say at least 25% of my YouTube stuff at the moment.
The
is
other
that.
way to use a hell bomb.
I've got a lot
Okay,
of Aussie man reviews. Love that guy.
I do like it.
By the way, okay. Speaking of Aussie, sorry, I wanted to kind of Chloe.
Hello.
You're a big fan of Australia.
Oh, I like the accent.
Yeah. You like the accent. Do you
I
ever
do.
find yourself? Do you ever think that you'll ever move there?
It was something I was going to do at some point.
Like, is
But
there
it never
anything
happened.
holding you back? To isn't like
I would say there is something holding her back, and it is small.
It's just a small child.
but he would come with you.
I don't think I would
obviously.
go to Australia though. I think if I'd went anywhere, it'd probably be Canada or America.
Interesting.
my brother's
yeah,
out
because
there,
your
and-
brot's out there.
Yeah,
I just
and
feel
I
like
just think that would be
you're so
awesome.
happy when you talk Australian. I mean, you got
I just
you
like the
got
accent.
Bluey, yeah, and
Oh, and Bluey is amazing.
yeah.
But it's more, I just like, did you like my bitch fucking whore? I love that bit. I just love
Oh,
saying
yeah.
it.
I know you do.
Yeah, we
I've,
have
I've,
noticed
I've,
that.
I've actually probably heard it more than anybody because I was editing the last podcast and the amount of times I had to edit the intro or whatever. So yeah, I totally heard it.
Yeah, you totally had that one. I love it. Can
But,
you imagine if they said that on Bluey accidentally? That'd be hilarious.
That would be. I did watch the final episode, by the way, of Bluey. where
Well, the 30-minute long one. Did you like?
Yeah,
Did
well,
you
I
get
saw,
it,
I
though?
saw
'Cause
that
you've
one
not seen
and
it
the one
all.
afterwards, and the very last
the
few minutes
surprise, yeah.
when Bluey is an adult, and
And you
I do
saw-
was that the voice of Chili? Did
Yeah.
Bluey have the so the Bluey's voice was actually Chili's voice.
I think so. I'm not sure on
I
that
think
one.
it
but
sounded well.
There was
you
a
know,
baby
but,
Bluey though, wasn't there?
It was kind of thing. And is there a lot of talk? You know, the kid on the other side of the door, was that was that Bluey's kid?
So the
At the very
speculation.
end. Yeah, the speculation.
It's Bluey's kids, definitely.
Yeah.
There was speculation it's Bingo's, but it's not Bingo's. It's Bluey's, and the speculation is it's someone called Jean-Luc or Mackenzie's kid. There you go.
Okay, all right.
Just
Yeah,
for
so
people-
that's got it. Now, Mackenzie is the one that was at one point they were skipping a nap. She was transitioning from no naps, and she was kind of going crazy. Is that the same one? I'm ignoring.
I don't know.
Tom
I'm
right now.
distracted so much by Tom.
You don't
right
even
now.
look
You're
at Tom.
ignoring him,
Don't
but I can't help it.
I have only eyes for you right now and Bluey. All right, so
Okay.
go on,
What
Tom.
was
You
the question?
fucking prick. I know. I was just trying to think of who the
Come on,
dad
Tom.
was of this kid.
Are we moving on?
Okay, we're moving on. God, wasn't this so nice that
Sit
Tom
up,
wasn't
mate.
part of that
Come
one
on.
podcast? Every time Pod is, we actually got to
We could
properly
just
talk
mention
without
Bluey.
being
It was
distracted.
great.
Yeah,
You out there, Tom?
but
Yeah.
Maybe you
Yeah.
should start watching Bluey and get in on the band.
No, we're not watching Blue. Right, okay, let's move on. I was on the speed awareness course this morning.
yeah, I have no idea what you just said,
Naughty
dude. You just
boy.
said a lot of words really close to each other. What? Can you try repeat that again? A little slower. Spear.
I was on.
Yeah.
Too fast. Too fast. Sorry.
I
I get where you're going with
Go on.
Yeah. Yeah.
was
Uh-huh. The suspension.
On.
Come on.
Oh no, he's testing my patience, and my
Right.
patience is in check right now. So you can
I'm
carry on.
bad,
You can-
don't you know? So I was on a speed awareness course this morning, and
What did you do?
Did you speed?
Did you
Yeah.
speed?
yeah, I think I was the only.
Were you
person on
aware
course.
that you sped?
Oh God, no! Not only
In the truck
not only
or-
was
or
I not
car?
in the truck, in the
Right.
truck.
Is this a
And
new
I-
tip job one?
No, this was when I was at Caterite.
Oh, bloody hell.
It's just taken me quite a while to kind of. I booked a course on a Saturday, and this is the only one that was available. So it's been like 2 months, something. I've had to wait for it.
Right.
But this is so. What basically, I think I was the only person on this course
That was a truck
that
driver.
when I got the speeding ticket, I wasn't trying to slow down at the time. I was desperately trying to speed up. Like, I was desperately trying to get to 50 miles an hour. So basically, I was on the motorway. I was on the M1. This is at 2 o'clock in the morning. I'd set off at 11. So I
Right.
was fatigued as fuck by this point
Okay.
here. And I was trying to get down to near Colville-ish, basically. And I was going through 50 mile an hour limits all the way.
Uh-huh.
And I was going up a hill, and the truck was dog shit. So I was trying to work through the gears, and I was trying to get up this hill. I was trying to do 50 miles an hour, and I was starting to bring the speed back again. And I'd got it to about 48, and when I went through the speed camera,
Right.
which was actually at 40 miles an hour because it had dropped down to 40.
And you
because
hadn't realised.
Because I was concentrating on getting to 50, I hadn't realised it had dropped to 40.
Oh, no.
So yeah, I was
But
the
you
only
can't
person
use
on
that
the course.
as an excuse. You've just got to go with it.
No.
They
Yeah,
won't
it's
accept
my own fucking fault. I should
No,
have
I
been looking out.
know,
It's yeah. We
That's annoying.
they asked how could I stop myself from getting or from speeding like that in the future or something like that, and I was like, just next time our boss says, do you want to do this job at 11 at night, and I'll just say no.
Our plan
you go.
for to remind yourself where those cameras are, so you can do the speed correctly.
So was it an average
Oh
speed
no,
camera?
I had Google Maps on, so it dinged up. I heard the ding,
But you thought you were 50 miles
but
an hour zone.
I thought it was 50
Gotcha.
miles an hour. So I cruised past it at 48. Hey!
I bet you were well proud if you were trying to get up to 50. You're like, yeah, I'm nearly there.
Honestly, if the truck actually did the correct speed, I'd have been fine because I would have been like, oh yeah, I'll just slow them to 40. No issues at all. Because it was so absolutely shit. The thing was, I wouldn't be annoyed, but it was empty. It had nothing in the fucking thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Why were you struggling to get? Why were you struggling to get? Just because it's just a
Shit,
terrible truck.
probably.
It was so rubbish, that truck. It was an
What was it?
18-tonner.
Yeah.
And it was a Mercedes.
Actros.
No, it was
Axiom or whatever it's called.
something.
Axon.
Yeah,
I think
whatever it
it's
is, I
Axon,
can't
isn't it? I think it is. I can't remember what
It's
it is.
something like that, yeah. And it was a 6-speed gearbox, but it was like you have like it's got the gears on your armrests. It's kind of hard to explain how it works.
On
but
your
yeah,
armrest.
Yeah, it's really weird how it works.
Oh, that's weird. Do you know what? I went in an electric truck earlier, and
Did you?
Yes.
yeah, very briefly. Oh, very briefly. I literally just had to unplug it and move it away from a building so it doesn't self-combust during the night.
What are the odds in that happening?
Quite high.
Apparently quite high if it
Like
doesn't
50-50?
oversurge. Oh no, honestly, I've been told that if I'm working on a Saturday at the end of like 12 o'clock, I've got to go and unplug the electric truck and park it away from the building, because otherwise it'll get a power surge potentially and explode. But I had to move it, and it's really quiet.
Electricity is the future, folks.
But the gears, so it was an auto, but there was a neutral button on the dash, like up on the side where you'd have like your PTO button or something like that. There was an N button, an R button, and a D button, and that's how you worked it. Just a button. Sorry, there you go. Moving on.
But actually, what you'll actually find is if you get the cheaper Volvos, the cheaper, just regular diesel ones, that's actually what it comes with.
Really? I just thought it was a fucking electric thing. No.
Nope. No. Like the cheaper Volvos, because we when I was at Booths, we actually had we had two that were like that, where again you had the D, N, and R. Yeah.
Just like buttons.
So that's just
oh, okay.
buttons.
Well, that's not blown anyone's
And
mind.
then-
I thought that was
no,
amazing.
No, because what you have, you know that little kind of joystick thing that you've got.
Yeah, you've got the little
Yeah, so
joystick you can either get on the
So
steering wheel.
But so the one that's to your left hand side, that's called iShift, and that's
Yeah,
actually an
that's what I've
upgrade,
got,
and it's
yeah.
actually so. Yeah,
No,
yeah,
but
that's because your
this wasn't
company's
on the steering
actually
wheel.
pays to upgrade.
This wasn't on the steering wheel. You're on about the little dial thing.
I know. But what I'm saying is, so yeah, I know. But what I'm saying is the iShift is an upgrade that you pay for because it's a better thing because it has more features. Because with that you can shift through the gears.
I do like iShift. It is
so
good.
you can. So you can drop. The thing with iShift is you can drop gears manually, and you can put it into like kind of manual, kind of a semi-automatic mode and stuff like that.
Yeah, you can do. Yeah.
The cheap base model, kind of this regular standard one is just 3 buttons: R, N, and D.
I've never seen it on the dash though. I was quite, not on the dash, on the whatever it is, the side panel.
On the cheaper DAFs, some Recky's just put in the chat as well. By the way, we do have patrons here. I know we've not mentioned this week. Hi, patrons. The DAFs have their little dial, which is
I've seen their little dials and that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's just
all
like
right. Well,
it looks not like when you're turning like your temperature down and shit like that. It's like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
God, if I ever wanted to talk shit about my wife right now would be the time to do it because she's already checked out because you guys were talking about trucks.
I don't even know what we were talking about.
Sorry.
Tom was talking about something. Speeding ticket. There you go.
Oh, I was talking about speed awareness courses.
Sorry, I got excited, but apparently it wasn't exciting.
I thought it was quite cool. I enjoyed it, the little conversation.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm
have you
sorry.
done a speed awareness course, David?
I don't know what that is. I know. I've never done any course. I've never been speeding. I've never got caught speeding.
Have you not?
Never got caught speeding.
Wait.
Yeah, well, yeah, I've never.
Wait. Back the fuck up here.
Okay, I've never gotten a
been
ticket.
caught speeding.
I've never gotten a ticket for speeding in America.
What happens in America if he gets caught speeding? You just get fined?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you get fined. I suppose. I think there's something to do with
it's
some
never happened.
points. Yeah, I just. Why would I know? I keep it when I'm white and living in America and I've got a pickup truck. All right, no cop is going to pull me over.
That's why I move there.
You know what's funny? I said the same joke like a year and a half ago, and on the comments I actually got a comment on like I can't believe you said something like because there was definitely an American.
Don't think that's a controversial statement to make to say that
I know.
if you're white in America you get an easier time with police. I feel like that's.
I think that's pretty
if not,
factual.
I think my statement was that cops are cops favor white people. All right. And I even explained why I think this, because I've got friends who are black and I couldn't believe the stories that they were telling me because I don't have any of these stories. My wife doesn't have any of these stories.
But David, you are, to quote John Oliver, you are the whitest of white.
Yeah. My son got caught. He got pulled over for speeding. He was going like 12 miles an hour over the speed limit and he He pulled over and everything, right? And he got away with a warning. You know what I mean? It's just like I've gotten, not in my pickup truck, not in my own personal vehicle. I have been pulled over for going 5 over or actually one time even 10 over in a semi truck. But I just got a warnings. I never actually got a ticket. Nothing ever went on my record. I never had to, it was just the stories that I hear from my friends who are not white, they don't have the same stories as I do. And it's just like, that has to be somewhat, there has to be something going on.
David, you are so very white.
I know.
If you were ever in the hardware store, in the paint section, and you ever hear someone saying, which white are you looking for? Someone's just going to point at you and go, that white. The very whitest of white. But can I have it in gloss?
But you got your joke out. Very good, Tom. I'm very happy.
Well
for you.
done.
That was
desperate to say
fully
that,
original.
weren't you?
It was, yeah. I was working on that while you were talking. Sorry.
I could tell. But again, it is something that happened, and it just made me very upset that I found out that basically if you're not white, you're going to get the chances of you getting pulled over are a lot more higher, and which means I'm like, okay, I speed, I do it all the time. You know what I mean? But not in school zones. Oh my God, school zones! I love to piss people off behind me because everybody 20 miles an hour is what you're supposed to go when you're going through, especially when the lights are flashing and it literally says 20 miles an hour in LED flashing and all that kind of stuff, right? I will go 20 to 25, all right? But I see people overtaking me at 30 and 40 miles an hour all the time. Every day, every morning, this happens on both directions when I drop my kids off to daycare. And sometimes I kind of see that they're like up my ass. I'm like, hold on. Oh, I'm going 30. Sorry, I'm going 25. Let's bring that down to 20 because I can see they're in a hurry. And they're up my ass. It's just, I have no respect for anybody in a school zone is the thing. All right. It's just because it's a school zone. All right. And they're trying to be and they're trying to go quick and they have no respect for that. I'm like, if anything, I'm doing you a favor because
here.
Yeah, the ticket is normal. It would be twice the normal. It's just like if you were speeding in a construction zone, whatever the ticket would be, it's now doubled. All right. Same thing with a school zone. All right. I don't know why people just can't just go 20 to 25 miles an hour. All right. I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense to me. And like it's only going to cost you maybe 20 seconds. All right, and that's
yeah,
it.
you still get to the same
tell you a
traffic
bad
lights at the
story
same time.
Tell me a bad
then.
story, Tom.
But I'm not going to say too much when it was or anything like that. But
What did you do?
Since I have moved to West Cumbria, West Cumbria is its own little place, and it's worth noting that certain laws haven't quite made it here. And I was speeding, and I won't go into how quickly I was going. It was enough that when I noticed there was a cop car behind me, I panicked. And then as I was going on, I was thinking to myself, fuck, should I just slow down, like should I put my brakes on, or is it going to make it more obvious of what I was doing? And as I was going around the corner, I noticed that the cop... No. I noticed the cop that was on his phone. To his ear, and I was like, oh yeah, we're in West Cumbria. It's fine. It's all right.
Oh, really?
It's all
Yeah,
good.
you don't get that in Devon. Jesus.
Yeah.
It's pretty strict,
the
isn't it?
law hasn't quite caught up to us up here.
I think
in the next 5 years, I'm sure that law will come to us, but not quite yet. By the way, we only have in West Cumbria, as far as I've been able to tell, unless you go over to Keswick, which is like kind of the more late district, but on West Cumbria, I think we only have, technically 2 speed cameras, but they're on opposite sides of the road from each other. That's it. In the whole of West Cumbria.
Why are they on the
great.
opposite side of the road to each other? So they're like
Well, because
staring
there's
at each other.
because one pointing up the road and one pointing down the road.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, but that's the only ones that we have.
Okay.
I've not seen any others anywhere. Oh, so good.
I'm never.
There's a reason why we have a lot of motorbikes this way.
Yeah. I think a lot of reason why a lot motorbikes are so popular. Is there a lot of windy roads?
Yes.
And yeah, okay, that would be the reason
no
why there's
speed
motorcycles. Well, it's because bicycles, riders, whatever, motorcycle riders love windy turns, and I understand why. It's so much fun. All right, going fast on a straight, that's not fun. Personally, I believe. I didn't think driving at 100 miles, actually 92 miles an hour is the fastest my bike could go, but I didn't find that fun. But the windy roads, Oh, I love a windy road where you can lean into the corner and everything. It was just
Yeah,
so much fun.
I'd get that.
And then accelerating out of the corner. It was just, but anyway, sorry, that's just my belief in why West Cumbria is very popular for motorcycles because a lot of windy roads. But then again, isn't it the entire of UK just windy roads? Even isn't like the M1 just windy road?
There's quite a lot of windy roads. Yeah, that is pretty much the UK. Most places.
Chloe, you live in Devon. You cannot comment on this. By the way, what's going on with the fucking water down there?
Oh
cool.
yeah,
Wow.
have you heard about that? Have you?
Yes.
I haven't heard about it.
Not allowed to drinking. We got drinking water down here.
You got no drinking water?
No.
Well, it's ill contaminated with what's it called? What some sort of
Lead?
diseased shit?
No, it's like a parasite that makes
It's a parasite
you shit.
that makes you
So
shit for a
have
month.
the supermarkets? I don't know what the word is. Have they upped the price on all the water bottles?
No, the Southwest Water have come out and parked up in car parks and given out loads of people water, basically, just giving out bottles of water.
Gouging.
Basically,
Sorry, that was the word I was
water
thinking of.
company that supplies the water for the the Southwest has fucked up and contaminated the water. So yeah,
Whoops. Whoopsie daisy.
yay!
So
Everyone's
is it
getting
you
the
as well?
shits.
I know
We are literally just out of it at the moment, so hopefully it'll be all right. But
What
we
about
supplied
showering?
a skip to them. We supplied a skip to them. We went. I got a phone call. I was at work today, and he goes, "Hi, it's Southwest Water here." I was like, "Oh, hello, you're okay." And he's like, well, "We really need a skip like now." So I had to sort out a skip for them ASAP. I was like, "Yeah, boy." Sorry,
Yeah,
That
boy.
was my little. That was my little yeah boy
Desperately.
moment. Yeah, that was my
Yeah,
little
boy.
claim to fame. Woohoo!
Lovely. Lovely.
Should we
Sorry.
move on to Would I Lie to You? Or what
Oh,
would I
we've done
bullshit
that.
you?
You should always have a list. If we haven't, like last week, actually,
Fudge
did you?
fuck.
You didn't do anything last week, did you? You
No,
guys
no,
just
we
rambled on.
just
You just guys
talked,
rambled
yeah.
on for like
We've
2
just
hours.
Rambled on for like 2 hours straight.
Yeah. Tom, want to go first?
Please do, because I am not prepared.
Yeah, that's fine. Do you want to pick a number from 1 to 40? Because I have so many.
Give me
35.
some.
Okay. Okay. Me and a friend were so obsessed with Scrubs that we found a medical shop and actually bought ourselves a full pair of Scrubs each.
Can't imagine that'd be a lie.
What colour?
I had green because I like Turk. Oh no, it might have been blue.
So you were a surgeon, and
Yeah.
okay. All right. What was the name of the store?
Oh, I have no idea.
How much did it cost?
It was. Do you know what? Jen, I couldn't even remotely tell you either. No idea.
Did any of your friends want to wear a dark blue outfit and a sweeping brush?
No. Oh my god, that'd be fucking so good. That'd be so fucking good. The fucking Janet was great.
How far did you get? Did you go into hospitals with this? Did you like?
Oh god,
Just
no,
do it on the
no.
street
No,
and-
we just bought them and then
How old were you?
like honestly old enough that I shouldn't have really done it. I think. I was,
and you
like,
just did it on the street.
No, not in the street. No, I was only in the house that we did it.
But you bought real scrubs. You didn't like.
Yeah, genuine,
buy
like actual
dress-up
proper
scrubs.
scrubs.
Why
No,
proper
proper
scrubs?
actual.
How did you get them?
So I think it was in Edinburgh that we found I don't know, in Edinburgh or somewhere in Scotland, anyways, that we found a proper like medical.
So you ordered them online.
No, we went into a shop and got them.
You went into a physical shop to buy these.
Into a physical shop and bought them. Yes.
What shoes did you buy?
I think it was just my own trainers. There wasn't any like special shoes. I don't think they wear like
Did you
just
buy a
wear the regular shoes.
stethoscope?
No, I should have done that. That would have been very cool.
Did you act out scrubs?
No, I just bought some scrubs and sat in the house with them.
That's it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, all right.
That's a lame fact.
It is a
fuck
lame
you.
fact. Like,
I mean, it's a
if
lame
this,
lie.
if
is
this,
what
if this
you
is a
say.
true story, it's like, oh, good for you. Oh, yay.
No, I believe it's a lame fact.
Well,
I
someone picked
genuinely-
35, so that sounds like it's your fucking fault. Obviously,
Yes,
it's not
let's
a
go
good
ahead
enough.
and blame me on that one. Okay. All right. So you were JD. No, you were Turk.
Yeah, I was not. I was JD. He was Turk. I think
Okay.
I had the dark blue. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know.
Did you
How much
perform
did it cost? Sorry,
surgery?
do you remember how
It
much it
definitely
cost?
sounded a lot. No, I've no idea.
Okay, how old were
I
you?
couldn't even remember it. I think they were reasonably cheap. I think they were.
So it was in the house?
19, something like that.
Did anyone spot you doing this?
Yes. There was basically, this is when I used
How
to
old?
work for Dialogue Direct. So like 18,
So you were
19, something
working?
like that. Oh, yeah. So basically, cause each week.
Working
we'd have
as
like
what?
a fundraiser. And like each.
Your
basically
job was
we'd work-
fundraising.
Yeah. We'd travel from like
And you were
area
dressing
to
up like
area.
Scrubs. Did you want to be in Scrubs, Doctor?
Was your
I just
friend
really liked
black?
Scrubs. No, he was white.
So you're too old to dress up
Whitest of white.
He didn't
In
do
fact,
blackface?
for fun?
No, he did not do blackface. Oh my god, no. That's not where this fact goes, mate.
Yeah, but you're only playing games, so you would go literal in it, surely.
No.
Why are you dressing up at
this-
18 for fun?
So
Not
this was
going out
the
drinking,
same.
though.
This is the same week that he crashed the car. Actually, I was in Inverness. That's where it was because he crashed the car because we were been playing. Oh wait, should this be another fact or not? I don't know. Basically, he crashed the car because we've been playing a rally game on an Xbox that we bought, and
So you thought you go rallying.
So I thought because we had the company car was a Skoda Octavia,
Oh my
and
God.
I thought I could give rally directions down this road, and I was like 5 right into 6 left, continues on 2 right, tightens
Yeah, this
to
isn't
1.
helping out at all.
Yeah, you get distracted.
And then-
What's going on?
And then
Yeah.
it goes into this corner. I'm like, Jared, fuck's sake, slow down. And we go through this wall, then a 6-foot dip, and then we land into this field. And then Jared's like, the car goes dark for a second. And I remember Jared looking at me and goes, oh, bro, that's hectic. That's hectic, bro. And I was like,
So he was South African.
oh, he's very South
I
African,
was
yeah.
going to say he sounded like Thingy then. What's his face? Off 4. That really cool.
I feel like
rock man.
this fact is going into something else, but there you go.
Okay,
Yeah,
I have no
yeah,
idea.
you didn't really
I
help
can't
us
even
there.
possibly think of any question that would make it.
I
Because it's not
think it's
that bad of a
that-
story. Like,
No.
okay, you did? Oh,
I'll be honest with you, I should have told the other one. That one sounds a lot better.
yeah. Okay, I got. Okay, hold on a second. Give me a coin. I'm gonna make a coin flip on this
All right,
one. I don't have any
why you
coins.
find a
Coins don't
coin?
exist anymore.
Why you find a coin? I genuinely think it's a lame fact. I'm going with the lame fact that you're a bit of a geek, and I reckon you genuinely saw this and went, "Let's play it. This is
All right.
hilarious."
Heads, it's a lie. I think it's the truth.
Ooh,
There we go. That's
he's sticking to it. He came up with that
Well,
all by
this is
himself.
shit. It was true. I don't know. I thought this was going to be a lot more fun. I should have gone with the one where he crashed the car. That would have been a lot
But the
more
trouble is
interesting.
we know you, and this is
Yeah.
something we can believe
yeah,
you doing
yeah.
genuinely.
It does. I'm sorry, Tom. Yeah, like
I know
how
this is
about-
the aim of the game,
How about
but
you tell something that is, where it's. Here, I'll go next. All right.
oh, okay.
I got caught shoplifting.
Where did
There
you
we
stash
go.
it? Where did you stash it?
Wait, was it a
What
crossbow?
define? Where did I stash it?
And what did you?
What,
Well, in your beard? What in your t-shirt? What? What was it?
What was it?
Yeah, that you shoplift.
Well, it all depends on what we're asking here in this one. It was a magazine.
What sort of magazine?
Yeah, what sort of magazine?
It was a gun magazine.
How old?
What?
How old was I?
Yeah.
Okay. 16. I'm going to say
Why
16.
did you want a gun magazine?
So were
when
you in
were
Ireland
16?
at the time?
Yeah.
How was there gun magazines? Isn't that an
No, there's
American
Definitely.
I-
There's definitely gun magazines
Is
in
there?
Ireland.
thing?
Yes.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. This is checking out.
Listen, the IRA needs
Did you have a
needs their
beard
gun
then?
magazines.
Probably.
David did not bite on that one at all.
Where did you
Oh.
stash it?
Sorry, Tom. How did I
How did you stash it? Yeah.
I put it into a big bag, and I just dropped it in there, and yeah.
Okay.
Why
How
did you
get
want
caught?
a gun magazine?
We were
Yeah,
kind of.
You could have shot.
I never.
Frank then.
I didn't want to pay for a gun magazine.
But why did you want it?
because I didn't want to pay for it. I wanted it, but I didn't want to pay for it.
Yeah, but
Did you just
but
feel like
what I'm
wanting to
saying
be a
is,
rebel?
but was
Oh,
it why,
my
why
friends
specifically a gun
were into
magazine?
knives and stuff like that, and guns.
What sort of
and
friends did you have?
really good friends.
That were into knives.
They were into knives and
knives.
guns. This is fantastic. Okay, so you stole it. Was it peer
Imagine that on the
pressure? You had to
first.
steal
Imagine
it for
that on
your
the
peer
first
pressure.
date. Hi, I'm Jerry. I like knives. Okay, well I guess that's the end of the date then.
Okay,
I need more questions.
That's a definite red flag.
who,
Yeah. So how,
who are you
how did
getting
get
this
caught?
for? Who are your friends? Who are your friends?
I'm not naming them.
Why not?
Does it matter? Yeah. You don't know
Right.
why.
Okay. Right. So how did you get caught?
How did I get caught? He happened to be watching me the entire time. As soon as I walked in, because I was walking in with I was like, it was a bag that had a shoebox in it, and it was just a really big bag that stuff could get easily dropped into. So he happened to be
you
watching me the
went
entire
in
time.
intentionally to steal a gun magazine.
No, not at all. We already
Had
spent
you done
hundreds of
this
dollars that
before?
day.
Was this the first time? Were you a shoplifting virgin by this point?
Yeah. Yes. Yes. I was a shoplifting virgin. Do penny sweets count?
No.
No.
Yeah.
No, I
You're
don't
allowed
think that
them.
counts.
That's fine.
Right. So
Yeah.
what happened afterwards? He caught you. What happened then?
He grabbed me and my friend, and he said, "All right, I've caught you shoplifting. Can you come back
Oh,
with
so
me?"
your friend
please?"
now?
Yeah, you didn't
Excuse
say
me?
that.
You didn't say anything about a friend.
You never asked about my friend.
Oh, I did. I asked what their
say.
names were.
I said I didn't want to say my.
Apparently,
say
it
their
wasn't
names.
important, but there was one with you. What was his name?
Yeah.
Oh, his name was. I don't want to. I don't want. I feel like even though I don't want to give his name. I don't know. I just don't want to give his name. Is that wrong?
Okay. Right.
Let's
so
just-
what happens?
let's
right,
just call
so
him
what
John.
Happens? What? Right, John.
Okay,
What happened to you and John?
We got taken back into the back of the store, and they waited for a cop to show up.
What
And what
happened
happened
when the cops there?
The cop took
I
our
feel
names.
we are really having to drag this information out of him.
Well, I'm not going to involuntarily give it to you. You have to ask the
He's
questions.
either playing it off like I've got to come up with this bullshit, or it's genuine, real, and he's going, "Oh, yeah, I don't really know."
Right. So
Not
what happened
really
when the
sure.
police came?
He opened the door.
Oh my
Okay.
No.
Okay. All right. A policeman eventually came, and he took our statement, and he searched through the rest of the stuff in my bag, and
Right.
he happened to find a CD that was snugly placed inside in the shoebox, and asked me, "What's going on here?" And I'm like, "Is this stolen too?" Yep. And so they found multiple stuff that were stolen in the bag. So
Right.
Okay.
So
So did you get
So
done
what-
for it?
yeah,
what? So you actually got like what? So what actually happened? What was the end result from the police?
the end result was that my parents were notified by that cop, and I had to have the awkward conversation of I never told him. I was kind of hoping he was bluffing.
But did you actually get charged with a crime?
No, I didn't. No, I
First
didn't.
offense.
First, I think that's I don't know. First offense,
So
and
John
just
got
my
caught
parents.
as well, yeah.
Yeah,
So when he came into the shop, was it just you two that day?
it was just us two.
And what made you decide to steal it randomly?
Absolutely boredom. Just because, we just like fuck it, let's do it. We just didn't think we'd get caught. It was just something to do.
But
No,
but why?
okay.
Why specifically a gun magazine?
Yeah, you could have
Because,
nicked a porn mago or something, surely.
Let's think of something. Oh shit, did I say that out loud? Sorry. Again,
playing
gun
on this way
magazine.
too much.
No, a gun magazine because we're kind of into guns, I think.
kind of
and
into
knives,
guns and knives.
you know, and it was just like kind of be
For
a cool
what
thing.
reason?
Like,
Okay, for what reason are you into
now,
guns and knives?
I told you the reason. The reason is I didn't want to pay for it. I will buy a lot of.
No. But why are you into guns and knives?
I wasn't really. I
Why
just
are
didn't
your
want
friends
to
into
pay
it?
for it.
Right, but
Does that make sense? Okay, you're not understanding what I'm saying. All right,
catch you out.
I bought
can't.
a ton of magazines. I bought lots of different magazines. All right, but I never was willing to buy a gun magazine because I don't care that much about it. So I just figured this would be kind of a fun thing to have, but I didn't want to pay for it. I wanted it for free. I didn't want to spend my own money on it.
Oh,
Does that make sense?
Bullshit. I'm ready. I'm bullshitting it.
This magazine.
Yeah.
This magazine. So what was it? It was a gun magazine, but what sort of like what was it? What was it specifically?
The name of the magazine?
No, not the name. I'm not asking for the name, but like what was it? Kind of like what was it? What sort of gun magazine?
I think there was a handgun in the front. I think there was a handgun. I couldn't tell you the name of the handgun. I didn't actually get to read the magazine because it got taken away from me.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. Okay.
I'm definitely bullshitting it. I'm just bullshitting it.
I think it might be bullshit as well.
But it's David, so it actually could be randomly true, and he's just gone, I did that once. But it's bullshit. It's bullshit. 100%. Come on, Tom.
Yeah, I'm going bullshit as well.
He's smiling. No. No.
It's
Is
true.
it true?
It's true. Oh my god. Yeah, it's true.
Fuck.
Yeah. So
You
I
naughty boy.
So we don't carry IDs. I could have given a false name. I really could have. I didn't. I don't know why I didn't. And my buddy already was prepared to give a false ID, a false name, and all that kind of stuff. And he was just then like, "Oh, for fuck's sake, he's giving his real name. Okay, I guess I'm giving my real name then." So just to make sure. Like, I could have easily given a fucking wrong name. I don't know why. Again, hindsight. Again, we're two scared little kids. And the reason there was a CD in the box is because my buddy was buying Pearl Jam or some tickets to a concert, and he was in line for like 2 hours. And I happened to witness another guy doing some shoplifting. I just happened to see him. I'm like, oh my god, he's totally fucking shoplifting. I totally watched him the whole time. And I watched him walk out. I'm like, oh my god, those fucking metal detectors aren't fucking working. You know what I mean? I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Now, this is where it doesn't put me in the best light. Now, the whole story doesn't put me in the best light.
I'm already saying it's not great already, yeah.
No. So, I regret what happened next. All right.
Uh-oh.
Now, so I went ahead and I tried the same thing. I had a big bag as well. So I kind of just slipped the CD in, and I'm just walking around, and like basically I'm just talking I'm even talking to the people around there. I'm like, Jesus Christ, when my buddy ever buy this fucking ticket, I'm pissed off of being here and all that kind of stuff. But now the shoes happen to belong to my buddy. All right. So when he came down, I gave him the bag. And he's the one who actually walked out with the stolen merchandise. And
So you did like an Ocean's 11 styly thing on them.
Not on them, on him. But I don't know. But again, it was just I told him right away, by the way, you've got a stolen CD there. Like, what? You were an asshole, blah, blah, blah. But then we went
Once he
into
was out.
But then
I mean,
we
I'll
were
be honest with you, though,
we
it's
were
very
out, we got away with it
smart.
and everything, and then we just goofed around. We actually we bought so much stuff that day. We really did. And we just goofing around. We went to another thing, and we were looking through the magazines, just like 15 other people were looking through magazines, and I was like, yeah, I'm never gonna fucking buy that. I'm like, fuck it, I'll steal it. Fuck it, whatever. Fuck it, kind of just. Yeah,
It was the thrill, was it?
It was, and it was a thrill of it. I felt like it was just So I didn't tell my parents because I thought they were bluffing. All right. And of course, the next weekend, I was away in a different county on a school tour. All right, just away for a weekend at a hostel. It was a great laugh and everything. And then I ended up calling my parents just kind of check in. I'm like, yeah, we got a phone call from an officer, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh my God, my heart fucking sank so low. I'm like, I'm so sorry. Don't worry, I will not do it again. Yeah, well, enjoy the rest of your weekend because it's the last time you're going to experience something like that again.
Oh,
I'm
no.
like, oh my God. So again, I I can't remember. I don't think my buddy wasn't there at the time, but I did call him to tell him to give him a heads up what's going on. Because I don't think that his parents didn't get called. My parents ended up calling his parents. Sorry, so the cop only called my parents.
But they were going to find out. Yeah,
because I basically said to the cops like I did all the stealing. It was all me. I took full blame for it and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, because we didn't really have anything to do with it. You know what I mean? He just happened to be there. You know what I mean? So as in like, yeah, it was both of us did the stealing of the magazine. It was just a fucking magazine. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think we're 15 or 16. I can't remember. I just remember we were young enough and stupid enough and
rebellious enough. Okay.
I suppose so. Again, it was a thrill. It was something about it. You know what I mean? And
it's just so random. It really is a random thing to steal.
It is.
The fact that your actual real life friends are all into guns and knives.
They were like we were into heavy metal. We were into mosh. We had our combat jackets and our combat. You know what I mean? We loved our t-shirts with Slipknot or whatever it was. You know, whatever was popular back then. You know, all that kind of thing. But I had my long hair for moshing. Like I actually had long hair, by the way. Like it was longer than my fucking beard. Is what my hair used to be on my head. And
wow.
No, it was just yeah. But anyway,
That's hilarious.
that was again. So I got caught. I got grounded, and I got in trouble. They tried grounding me. It turns out that grounding me actually was not didn't have an advantage whatsoever for them because I was actually I did too many stuff that helped the family when it comes to stuff, and I was like, yeah, well, I'm not doing that if I'm grounded. Okay, well, eventually they just stopped grounding me. But anyway, so
fair enough.
But yeah,
she bribed your way out of it. Is what you're saying?
Basically, yeah, basically.
I appreciate the graft.
But anyway, yeah. So there's 2 points from me.
Okay, all right. You ready for mine?
Chloe, come on, do it.
Okay. I got mistaken for a mermaid and then ended up in the newspaper.
Hold on 1 second. Sorry. Okay, you're gonna have to say that one more time.
Did I mumble
wife,
it? I do mumble.
Wife. My older boy is outside my door banging on it. Can you please run downstairs and grab him?
Oh, bless him, David.
It's nice weather we've been having. Isn't it?
I can hear her.
Okay, he's like
So
banging on
you
it.
don't get this on the professional podcasts. This is not. You only get this on these more real nitty gritty. Like it makes
real
us
life.
more relatable. Yeah.
All right,
Okay,
Chloe.
should I repeat that?
If you
Yeah?
don't mind repeating it, I'm not even
Yeah.
going to edit this out. Go ahead.
I mean, I can mumble it as well. We'll take on that as well. I got mistaken for a mermaid and ended up in the local newspaper.
What is it with you and water-based ones? It's
was a water
always.
child. I
it's
loved water.
always water.
I was
You-
always
This
in
is
the water.
this is a good one, by the way. I love this. You got mistaken for a mermaid, and now,
Yep.
oh wow, this is a good one.
I already know how this is getting. My guess is this is not going to be what she's just said. This is going to be that the article has said that, and in actual fact, she was as a kid, she had a tail, and someone has seen it, taken a picture. I was going to be like, oh no, okay, right.
What
So go
was
on.
the caption of the paper?
Something about local mermaid. Okay, so basically,
Remember, don't
No
give too
one-
much away. Make sure you got to answer our questions and not try to,
mermaid. It was something like mermaid spotted. It was like real life mermaid spotted. Okay,
real life.
no
mermaid.
one
So
knew it was me. Okay,
But you knew
except
it
my
was you.
family, but I knew it
Okay.
was me because we found it. We were on holiday in Cornwall, and I like to go. I was a bit of an older. I was probably about 14, 15, so I used to
Wait,
like going
did
down
you say
and
it was in
swimming.
your local newspaper?
Yeah, local when we were on holiday.
That's not local.
where were
can't
you
go
on holiday? I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Remind
You
me.
cannot
Where
go
were
on
It's kind
holiday.
of local because we're only in North Devon. It's not that far away.
No. You cannot go on holiday somewhere and go, oh yeah, my local
I'm sorry.
newspaper in
The
Cyprus.
local.
That doesn't work like that.
Okay, the local newspaper. I do apologise. Anyway, it was something about local mermaid spotted or something.
Right. So
So-
explain the situation. How did someone take a picture of a child on a beach and then
Why were they
take
taking
it
a
Because-
picture of a child?
I used to go swimming, and I used to swim like underwater like a dolphin, and I could hold my breath for quite a long time.
How long could you hold
And
your
I
breath for?
found I don't know, probably a good 2-3 minutes. I could do. I was
There's
quite
a huge
good at
difference
it.
between 2 or 3, by the way. So
I was
like,
probably about 2. It probably wasn't 3. That's a bit extreme, but it felt
okay,
like
so
a
2.5.
long time.
Okay.
Anyway,
still
I
quite
was
impressive
actually,
in fairness.
Yeah.
actually was really good at it, and I trained myself to do it. And I loved swimming underwater, and I'd swim like a dolphin, so I'd do like a mermaid swim.
So 2 legs are
effectively.
together, and you're just flip flapping left and right.
Yeah. And at the time, my hair was like down to my bum, really long blonde hair. So then you saw a lot of hair. And what I used to swim like this, and I was a little bit far out, and I was like in this little cove where there's lots of rocks around me. So it's like a little rock pool. And I basically swam around like this, and this little girl, I sort of perched up on the side with my arms out because I used to think I was like a mermaid and cool girl, and I liked it. And this little girl shouted, "Oh my God, Mummy, it's a mermaid!" And with that, I looked over, and then I was like, "Oh." I kind of, in my head, I was like, I don't want to break this poor little girl's like imagination, so I just literally
You're so
dived down,
considerate.
and I went, and I absolutely swam away, held my breath, and got around the corner and well out the way. But obviously, by this point, someone had taken a photo from the side, and they'd got my hair, so they hadn't got me, but they'd got my hair, and then this little kid having a statement and stuff like that. So of course it went in the newspaper, and
So
they,
the
they
newspaper
genuinely
had
thought,
some really gullible news reporters, yeah? Okay, all right. That's good to know
they
as well.
obviously loved it, all right? It was exciting. 'Cause
Did it do
little kids,
LOL
so
or a little bit of an asterisk on the side of it? I'm sorry, this is bullshit.
How is it bullshit? This is Devon.
Ah, that doesn't mean anything to me.
This is Devon.
All right, okay, okay. So some newspaper took it as fact that there
Yeah.
was a mermaid spotted.
Well, they probably
All
didn't
right?
think it was
and they
facts.
thought that
they probably just thought it was
the
a good
news
story.
so bad in Devon that they decided to like,
where
okay,
in
let's.
the newspaper was it, and have you
It
still
wasn't on the
got
front
fucking-
page. It was like on a middle article or something. It was
Right.
just like a little article.
How old were you
where,
again?
like,
I'm sorry.
I was about 14, 15.
Okay. That's pretty good. Yeah. You like to swim? Okay. Yeah.
I used to love swimming.
Yeah.
Like a
Used to.
mermaid.
In fairness,
anymore?
she
I do still quite like swimming, yeah. I'm just not very good at it anymore. Can't
Was
hold
your
my
sister
breath for
there?
very long. Yeah, my porn star sister, yeah. She's totally there.
And 14. So
Yeah.
okay. And your whole family was there, yeah? Mother, father, brothers.
They were, but they were still at the campsite. I'd gone for a walk by myself and gone for a
So
little swim.
you had a 14-year-old going for a walk by herself.
Wait.
I was very
Back
trusted.
the fuck up. Being aware the fact that multiple children by this point had nearly died in water, they were happy letting you just go off and go swimming by
I don't
yourself.
think they were
Evidently
happy
so.
about
I
it.
genuinely went off and did
Were
it.
they happy
yeah.
about it?
Yeah,
They
didn't
knew
give a
that you were
shit.
going to go off for a swim and pretending to be
Yeah,
a
I was
mermaid.
in little rock pools.
Rock pool. Okay, so
Yeah.
okay.
Your brother nearly drowned in the fucking stream under the house.
Yeah, I'm
I feel like
surprised some of
rock
that.
pool is a lot worse.
Yeah, but I nearly drowned as a child, so I'm not going to do it again, am I? I've learnt my lesson. I
Have
remember
you?
It.
I don't know if you have. I don't know if that's the moral of
I
this
actually
story.
genuinely remember nearly drowning, and it was horrifying. And I don't know why I love water from that, but you'd think that would give me a complex, but apparently it's not.
I think it's a good story. It's a good one. It's a good.
It's a real good story.
It's a good
I'll
story.
level with-
I just
if
don't
this is a
believe-
lie,
I just don't believe that a newspaper would publish such a ridiculous thing. Just because somebody, you know what I mean?
How dare you say it's ridiculous?
I will say it's Devon or Devon
is
Cornwall.
Devon, it's exciting.
Nothing
Yeah.
happens down there. I'm surprised it wasn't front page news. That's the thing that surprised me the most.
Well, you already know what mine is, so I just can't think of any other questions. So
So what are you going with? Bullshit.
yeah, I'm going with bullshit. I'm sorry. I have more questions. I think I have more questions, but
So
I don't think I'll get any
disappointed in
answers. All right.
Tom?
And Tom,
If
if you got-
I genuinely, I think and I hope this is true.
you hope it's true.
You hope
So
it's
Because
you're.
it's a nice story.
I think it's a wonderful story. I just don't believe it.
It is 100. Well, not 100%. It is
Oh, it's
false.
yeah.
I mean, technically,
I'm
a
not-
little girl
I'm not
did see
gutted.
me. A little girl did see me, so I made a little girl's day, but it didn't make it to the newspaper. So there you
How did you know she saw
Genuinely,
you?
I am a bit
Oh,
worried
you
about this.
hoped. Is this what you kind of hoped went on? You were like, you're gonna swim around the corner,
I genuinely,
and
yeah. I genuinely swam around the corner and I could hear this little girl going, "Oh my God, Mummy, I I genuinely saw a
No,
mermaid.
that
She was going,
is
no, you didn't,
very
darling.
believable. It
And
was the part afterwards. Yeah, the whole newspaper.
Genuinely, yeah, I would have loved that. That would have been so cool. Because I'd have been like, ha, that wasn't me. That's hilarious. There you go. So
That was a good one, Chloe. I like that one. That was
I
good.
genuinely, I liked that one.
I felt good about it anyway.
Yeah.
You doing another one? Or are we finishing it?
Oh, we can do another one. See what happens. Yeah,
Oh,
I got.
yay. I've got another one, so we're good.
All right, Tom.
Go.
Not a lame one now, right? Come on.
Fuck
Yeah,
right.
take
You
another
choose.
lame
You
one.
choose. Forget about the numbers because I don't want to be blamed for that last horrific one. Okay, it
That
wasn't.
was awful.
For Tom. So many things have happened, Tom, throughout his entire. And like, oh, I once dressed up as JD from Scrubs.
Yeah, it is crazy to me that a more interesting story came up during that story.
So,
Let's have a look.
he's got
Come on,
so
Tom.
many of them too.
There are, yeah.
Just pick do you want to just pick a number?
Go on,
No,
yeah.
we're not. All right, 2.
11.
Oh, no, actually, no,
Oh.
11. Let's go with Chloe. I chose the last one.
I thought that'd make you quicker. Come on. Chop, chop.
I once accidentally shut a whole company down for 2 days and never told anyone it was my fault.
A
What did
whole
you do?
company. So they made holes?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was basically it was part of another company that were made drills, and this is the one that made holes.
Gotcha.
So yeah,
Okay.
So you don't mean a whole company.
Chloe is a whole company. Yeah.
WHOLE.
Fucking-
I thought, why is David taking this so literal? I was like, it's a whole as a unit, David. What are you doing, you silly man?
All right,
That threw me
okay.
so much.
First of all, how old were you?
25, 26, something like
Gotcha. 25,
What was the
26.
company?
Yeah.
that.
Holes are us.
I can't, for the life of me, I can't think what the actual company was.
What did you
that
do
I
then?
shut down.
What did you sell there? What was your job? Yeah, all that.
So I worked for a company called KTD. I was like it's a computer shop
you can't remember
basically.
it.
I worked.
Right.
I worked.
Okay,
No. The
that's a
company
fact.
I shut down. I can't remember.
Right.
Oh, you can't remember the company you shut down?
Yeah.
oh,
yeah.
so you were doing this for your company. Oh.
No, this was a client that.
Okay.
So you shut down the client's company.
How?
Yes. I'd basically shut down their internet, and
On
I hadn't,
purpose?
no, I hadn't realised it was my fault. I'd realised that night because we've been trying to fix it, and I realised it was a software patch I had uploaded, and it
Also,
wasn't the
can I just
right-
point out in the comment, I'm having an orgasm says, "Did you block their toilet?" That is genuinely the first question that came to my head. Oh, go on, crack on. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, that's basically that was it.
Okay.
Right,
I
And,
issued-
when did you find out it
sounds-
was you that did it?
I realised it was me because basically, so Craig, the head engineer, has said this can't be happening, or this can't. The only way this would happen is if something this had happened. But then I realised that night that I'd done that. I'd issued this software patch to the company, and I then couldn't tell people that I'd done that because I shouldn't have done it because I didn't have authorization to do it because I should.
How did you not have authorization to do it? How did you get
Basically-
authorization to do it?
So basically, with the companies, you had to have a document or you had to have like a signed thing. Because basically, what you're doing is you're accessing the client system, and the client you can't just access people's networks because that's not okay.
Did you hack into the mainframe?
No. We have basically we could access their systems because we had basically we had like a system a bit like TeamViewer it was. But it was like an old, like it was years ago, basically. But it was a bit like TeamViewer, basically, where we could log into their computers and we could do stuff
take
like
over
that,
and do stuff,
and we
yeah.
could do all stuff like that. But then we could also issue software fixes. But the client needed to contact us, and I think what I'd done is I'd been doing it for like a bunch of them and sending this software fix to these companies, and I sent this software fix it's kind of hard to explain, but basically, what you did was you'd kind of select the companies that you wanted, and I'd sent this software fix to this other company that I wasn't supposed to, and sent it to them. But the issue was, if I said that I'd done it, the customer would then turn around and be like, "Yeah, fuck you guys, we're not being with you again." So I couldn't say anything, and yeah.
Okay,
So what excuse did you make when you fixed it?
he didn't.
Oh, I didn't fucking say now. So I kept my mouth shut.
Who figured it out? Did they figure it out at all?
Craig eventually figured out that something was wrong with the software version that's on there, and they just never figured out what had happened. And they just once they'd gone it, they just basically what they had to do is they had to basically format the whole system because they were an older version that couldn't take this software patch. It gets complicated, but basically they were on Windows Server 2003.
Right.
And
Yeah.
all the new ones are on the newest version of Windows Server, but basically, it's a long story.
Basically, it couldn't deal with it. It didn't need to
basically,
upgraded.
I did something which broke their system, and there was nothing in
And
there
they
that
didn't
says
connect
do not do this shit.
That you'd sent an email and they'd obviously done the upgrade, and then they clicked
because
that it broke since
no,
then.
because it wasn't an email. It was just basically I clicked a few buttons and it would just issue this fix, and it would do it all. But because the old systems,
You rebel.
well, because the old systems, they didn't log all the information, so it didn't show that I'd done anything. It just basically there was.
What year
just
is
a
this? I think that
software
should have
fix.
been the big question.
Oh, I said it was a
I know I could do the math.
Or 2004 computer.
Oh fuck! I'm trying to think what it'll be. This
2010.
was just before. No, this was just after Windows 7 came out. So what year will that have been?
But you were 25.
It was well I don't know.
You're only
The
like
age is
40
just a
now.
guess.
So that's 15 years ago. So we're looking at around 2005, 2008.
Just point out the ages might be wrong. But it was just after Windows 7 came out because they were still using
Windows 7
Server
was a good one.
2003.
Okay. Windows 7
liked
was
iOS, yeah.
everyone loved Windows 7. All right.
Windows 7 was fucking great.
This sounds like a good story. It sounds like it happened. I believe that it actually happened.
Yeah.
I don't believe it happened.
You know,
Tom.
David, I
Yes.
worked in IT for 10 years.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, didn't you like sweep? You like sweeping floors or something?
No, I don't. Mate, we would do
Technical
all
stuff.
sorts. Basically, KTD was like KTD sort of stood for Kendall Typewriter Depot, and it was was like basically it did like so it's an old company.
Obviously,
KTD.
it's really old. Did they at least abbreviate it down eventually?
I sold a typewriter once. Like an actual, it was a
Stop
brother.
going
it was
off onto other
sorry.
stories,
It's
Tom.
just genuine, really cool. But basically, yeah. No, wait, what I did was I did all sorts. I would sell computers, I build computers, fix
Typewriters,
computers.
apparently. Yeah.
It was yeah,
Okay,
Typewriter
are we
ribbons.
the first people to ever hear about this happening?
yes.
So you
So no one ever
didn't
found
you never
out?
told anybody. You were like, oh my god, dude, I have to tell you.
You didn't
seriously.
admit to your boss saying, "Ha, remember that year when that went down? That was me."
No, did I fuck? Did I?
See,
fuck?
I reckon you'd
they
own
were
it.
not.
I reckon
They were
you'd
not
own
as.
it.
No, not back then. I was not quite as for like. Yeah, no, I wasn't quite as.
I'm ready for my verdict. If you were ready, Chloe, you want to go first?
True. Fuck it.
You think it's a true story?
Yeah, I
true.
think it actually could be true.
I think it's a true story too.
Because it's something Tom would do.
It's something that could happen to
And
anybody.
it is easily, yeah. And if you've spent that long in IT, however much knowledge you've got, it's easily
It'd be very
done.
embarrassing. He makes a really good point
Yeah.
that it was best to not say anything. That way, the company doesn't get. That way, his company doesn't lose a
Yeah,
customer.
you don't screw
It just
your customer,
makes
yeah.
sense that like whoopsie daisy. Let's just yeah. So I'm gonna say it's a true story.
Yeah.
Two
I'd
trues.
Agree. Go on.
Oh well. It was completely made up.
Oh, fuck off. No,
That's
it
not
was
even.
not.
That's not only. I did work in IT for 10 years. That's not how computer systems work. You can't
I
just
didn't-
issue a software
I
update
was-
and
I
then
was
it
thinking
breaks
that. I was
everything.
thinking
That's not
that.
how things work.
Oh,
That's
God
not how
damn it.
computers work. I made the whole fucking thing up, guys.
I was like, but that's not how it works, though. But maybe no. God damn
I
it.
so he believed it. Because I'm just like, I don't know how it works. It's just a computer.
Yeah,
There's
you
a good-
can't just
I
issue.
did wonder.
You can't
I
just
thought you
issue
had
a
to-
software
I
update to
did
Windows
wonder.
2003
I thought you've
and
got
it
to
just
click
breaks
on it and you've got to agree it and all this bollocks.
Well, if
But I was
he
like,
okay, here's the thing: if he have access
Yeah, that's
to
what
the
I thought.
mainframe.
You could
No,
have
if he
gone
has
into that
access
email.
to her computer.
Also as well, it wouldn't break it for 2 days because all you do is just format the whole system and put the backup on there and it'd be done.
Well, I
'Cause in a
didn't-
day, they all.
Okay, well, now I feel stupid. Okay? Because, you're saying all this, like, yeah.
Yeah, you're
got
making
that.
us sound like idiots.
Uh-huh.
You know, I could say in horse fact 1 and you'd go, it's true,
say,
it's true. And I'll
I
go,
do-
you're a fucking idiot. A Shetland's not a horse.
I do. I
And
do
then it
have
makes you
some
sound like a
cracking.
dickhead.
I do have some cracking stories from KTD.
Okay, but you
so,
can't
yeah.
start on that because that's not where we're going
You
at the
picked
moment.
the number. That wasn't my fault.
Yeah, but you can't come up with more stories. Not now. That's for next time. Come on, David. Save us.
Oh, it's my turn?
Yes.
Okay. I don't have them numbered or anything, and I actually don't know. I haven't deleted it all, so I'm just going to pick whatever. I once dressed to look like I was dodgy so I wouldn't get mugged.
Yeah, false. Right. Okay, Chloe. What's yours?
Well, she has to guess too.
Wait. So what?
You once dressed dodgy. Were you hanging around with your Nivey mates again?
I know I wasn't.
What is
How old?
where? So where was this? How old were you?
Yeah.
Oh.
This island again. 19. I was with my mates and they had knives.
This happened, I would say, when did the coronavirus start becoming a thing?
Recently?
Wow.
So we're looking
What,
at
like
what?
2000 or 2001?
All right, yes.
No, 2000.
So whatever,
20.
it was in a February, basically when the shutdown started happening, right before,
About 2020, sort of 2021, yeah.
what
yeah.
would you define as dodgy?
I ruffled my beard up. I tucked my Excuse me? Chloe, is there a reason why you're
I
laughing right
ruffled
now?
my beard up. That's just.
Well, can
that's
you
it.
wait till
Now
I-
I'm hardcore, Ivy. Do
I
you think
had
that makes you look like a pirate?
Right. Can you just show us this ruffled beard so
Yeah,
we
do
can
it.
have? so
I'm
we
not
can picture
ruffling it.
in
Do
our
you know how
heads?
long it took me to straighten that shit out a while ago?
About 2 seconds. I saw it.
Oh, that's right. You were
So what
there.
did
Yeah.
you just make yourself look like a great big bushy beard? One of those.
I wasn't done explaining my attire.
Okay, come on in. Come on, talk about the bushy beard, yeah? And
I
then
put
what
a
else?
fedora on.
I tried making. I went ahead and I ruffled my beard up. I had a hoodie that was all disgusting and torn up, and I had pants that was all.
So you
ridic-
made yourself look homeless, is what you're saying?
basically
You
yes.
didn't make
Why?
yourself look intimidating. You make yourself
Dodgy.
look worse.
And why
Is that
did
what
you
it
need
was?
to make what? How did you get into a situation where you had to look dodgy?
Yeah.
There you go. That's a very good question, Chloe. That is the right question.
Right. Thank you.
Is it? Why aren't you
is
telling us
hard
the
to
answer
say.
then?
Well, I will tell you the answer. All right. So I was in North Hollywood. All right. Now, North Hollywood's a pretty dodgy place. All right.
Why?
And I was parked there with my semi truck, and
Right.
my trailer had an entire full load of paper towels. Paper towels were
TP.
gold. They were absolute gold. Right when I was thinking of it. But anyway, I just happened that was just had nothing really to do with the story. I had a friend who lived in North Hollywood. Hey, you got to tell lots of stupid, ridiculous shit that had nothing whatsoever to do with everything, all right? But
I just wanted to boast about my toilet paper.
But I was like a mile and a half away from where my buddy was working. He was working in a hotel, and it was an excuse to visit him. But I had a wallet, I had phones, but I'm really going through and just not a good place. So I just figured if I looked kind of dodgy and walked kind of funny and just, like, I'm not approachable. So that way I can actually, because a lot of shit happens, and it was dark. There was fucking
Did you
homeless
have
camps.
non-approachable clothes in your truck for these specific
Yeah,
reasons?
absolutely. No, not for those reasons. I just happened to have dirty clothes because they were dirty, and I
So you
know.
were trying to make yourself look homeless and like.
And
Yes.
you were going to a hotel,
Yeah, where he worked.
and you were going to get let in like that.
Well, he was the only one going to stop me.
Okay. I would have thought
Yeah.
you'd look a bit more presentable.
I'm a truck driver. We all look disgusting. I'm kidding. I don't know. No, I took my. I
I
took.
don't believe David is this dumb to think that this would work. I can't believe.
I didn't get mugged. So
I don't think that's something to do with it. I think that's just down to the fact that there was no one there.
Yeah. I just.
Okay, well, that's just basically it. I felt very uncomfortable, and I didn't want to look like I was a man of means. I suppose I didn't want to be. I didn't touch myself.
So you weren't trying to look dodgy. You were trying to look homeless. Is what you're trying to say?
Homeless, dodgy, crazy, on crack, whatever you wanted to call it. Basically, I wanted to look. I wanted to look like I wasn't approachable.
Okay. I mean, you could have just walked weirdly, like
I did,
and spoken to yourself and done weird, like you could still dress nice
Okay,
and walk past,
taxi.
going, "Oh, there's lots of crazy" or something like that.
I'm sorry, Chloe. Can you remind? Can you? Yeah, please. How do you think I would have sounded? I should have sounded. Because next time I will
Like
totally
an
sound
Irish
like.
crazy
No, no.
man.
Oh, I heard
Was
Swedish.
that your Irish impression?
That sounded.
Was that your Irish impression?
I just popped out. I don't know what it was. But,
No one
like,
does.
But like, if you just ran in the chat, it was me, Mario. It did sound a bit like Mario.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, there it
But
is.
it's Italian. That's not even the right area of Europe.
But if someone walks around like I'm a crazy person,
I'm a crazy person.
Yeah, you could have just done that.
In
If you walk
hindsight,
around talking to yourself, no
Chloe,
one's gonna
you
approach
give
you.
fantastic advice, and I probably should have.
She.
Yes. So next time I'm in North Hollywood and I'm visiting my friend, I will do that. By the way, North
It's just
Hollywood
when
is
you get to the other
like
side
LA.
and you turn up at the where you're going to meet him. I feel embarrassed for you when you turn up there. To turn up at a hotel.
You know what? I never mentioned. I thought I mentioned he did work at the hotel. I did mention that, didn't I?
Yeah.
Okay, just to
Right.
clarify, like he wasn't staying at the hotel.
No,
You know
no,
what
I know,
He
but,
okay,
like-
okay. I just wanted to make sure that you're like
What position was he in? Like working there?
bartender.
Okay. So he wouldn't be able to stop people not letting you in.
Yeah.
I think he was the only one working that night, and if somebody needed help,
So there was
The
no one on
only
reception.
person working that night was
So
a bartender.
anyone
he was-
checking
he
in
was
would have
rec-
had to go to the bar.
there was nobody at the bar. I was the only person there, and if somebody needed help, they would have pressed the button and he
What
come
time
down.
was this?
9?
And there was
9
no
o'clock.
one. What sort of hotel was this? How many rooms? How big?
I'm sure there was probably like 5, 6 floors.
And one person was working there.
I'm sure there was
And
other
he's
people
letting
there,
in
but
homeless people. He's going to be judged, man.
he doesn't work there anymore.
Okay. But
I
how did you get
genuinely
back?
have no idea.
How did you get back?
I walked.
Back.
How
on your
far
own?
was the walk?
It's like a mile and a half.
How long did that take you?
Half an hour.
Why didn't you park closer?
Because I'm in a semi truck and I could only park far where I could park. Where I was delivering. Actually, I was delivering to the
What were you
Costco the next
delivering?
day. I forgot. Was it TVs? Hold on.
I'm
What
sorry,
I
was
delivering?
it?
It was TVs, wasn't it?
What
Isn't
were
that what
you
I said?
delivering?
Oh wait,
No.
wait a second.
No,
Wait
no,
a second.
no, no,
It
no,
was
no, no.
paper towels. I was delivering paper towels.
Well done, David. You lost it there.
High commodity.
I think I'm ready.
I think this is bollocks.
I think this is bollocks. I think it's real. I think you went and met him, but I don't think you ruffled yourself up.
It's true. It's true. It's true.
Fuck's sake.
It's true.
Honest to God, I felt very intimidated when I was there. I already felt intimidated, and I was already worried the fact that I had a high commodity trailer full of paper towels that I was delivering to the Costco the very next day. And I was walking down. It was an excuse because I didn't really always get a chance to visit him because I didn't want to drive an hour and a half because LA is huge, that Orange County area. So I just figured I knew he was working, and nobody's ever at the bar. And I think he was covering the reception at the same time. I'm not 100% sure about that one, but I ended up hanging out with him for like 2 hours.
I genuinely thought there was too many flaws in that story.
Floors
Yeah,
or
I was thinking
flaws?
Yeah. flaws.
Yeah,
like
no,
he's
but
in
I honestly
fails.
got. I dressed. I ragged up my beard as much as I could. I walked funny. I had my
Did you
t-shirt
get a
hanging
picture
out.
with him?
Why would I do that? As soon as I got to the hotel,
Well,
as soon
you've
as
not
I
seen
got
a mate. Did you not take a picture with him?
no, why would I do
So I
that?
can see how ragged you
No,
are.
no, we just hung out. Whatever, you know.
Oh, I thought people
But
take
anyway.
selfies.
No. Anyway, yeah, that's my true story. Me pretending to be a homeless person so I wouldn't get mugged, and it worked.
Wow,
Honestly,
there we
I
go.
feel
Top
like
tip
I feel
by
like I've been
David.
cheated with this.
What?
Top tip.
You were cheated? Top tips: how not to get mugged. Seriously, North Hollywood is dangerous.
Yeah,
It is actually-
I've heard.
And there was a lot of streetlights that weren't lit up. You know what I mean? And there was homeless camps around the place. And there was just, it was quite dodgy. It really was a dodgy looking area. And I just figured, like, I didn't want to look nice. Why not? Because I didn't want to get mugged. I didn't know. I was just playing it
Okay,
safe.
I
feel like
fair
there was
enough.
less chance of me getting mugged if I looked like I was probably the one who's going to mug somebody. You know what I mean? It's just. But anyway.
Wow. Top tip.
Yeah.
there.
There you go.
Podcast
That was the story.
I thought that was a good enough one, wasn't it?
It was.
No,
Yeah,
it
I'm
was.
messing. I'm
Actually, I
messing with
enjoyed
you, I'm
that one.
messing
It was
with you.
good. It was good. It was hard one, that was. Okay. So, I dressed up in my pajamas and did a 20-mile walk to raise money to go
You
to
walked 20 miles?
Yeah.
Do you
in
know how
pajamas.
long it would take to walk 20 miles?
Yeah, it took me like all day.
How long did it take? So it took you
all
24
day.
hours.
Well, we started at like 7 or 8 in the morning, and we got
By the way,
to...
if this story's
got
not
there by about
true,
3 or 4
we
o'clock in the
will.
afternoon.
I will make you do this.
I've got
That'd be
pictures.
interesting. You've got pictures. Show us the pictures.
I'm not going to, because who knows?
Are they on Facebook? Oh, can we look on Facebook and see if...
Oh, yeah, I've just found them actually. I found
Oh.
them all the pictures here.
Okay, so-
yeah, sure you did.
What's the
All
charity
right.
for? I feel like
wasn't
this
for
is less of a.
You're giving
I
her
feel
too much
like this-
time. She needs to answer right away.
This
It's
is
a charity.
yeah, but David, this is not like a truth or false. This is Chloe showing off that she did a 20-mile walk in her pajamas. That's what's happening here. This is nothing to do with truth or lie. She knows that she's going to fail on this one here because it's quite clearly true. But tell us, what charity was it for, and
It
how
wasn't
much
for
did you
charity.
raise? It wasn't for charity.
No.
You did 20 mile an hour.
Was it a walk of
to pay
shame?
for Ukraine? No.
What?
Me and my friend just wanted to raise money to visit Ukraine.
Why do you want to visit Ukraine?
We went to do voluntary work out there, but we had to pay
What
for
is there to
flights.
volunteer
I went in a
in
prison.
Ukraine? You went to prison? You went to help out the prisoners?
And I went to orphanages. It's a true story.
Is
Well,
it?
we'll be decided of that one.
Yeah.
All right. I suppose. You can't just say it's true.
I can say what I want.
I didn't know that you could go on one of these walks and be like, "Yeah, this money's for me. I'm going on
How
holiday."
did you get the money? Did you tell anybody that you were doing it, or did you go around from house
yeah,
to
it was like a
house?
sponsored walk, and people paid us money to walk in our pajamas.
So did you walk from house to house gathering money for your walk?
No, we gathered it beforehand.
How did you gather it beforehand? Did you walk from
remember.
house to house?
I think so. I
You
think we
didn't
gathered
drive
the
or-
money beforehand, and then we did it.
You gathered the money. How did you gather the money, Chloe?
We walked around.
There you go. You did
Was
some
it
more
just you
walking.
two then?
It wasn't just me.
So who else was there?
Prue.
So
Okay,
just two
okay,
of
okay,
you
okay,
walking
okay,
on in
okay.
pajamas.
Was there any
Wait,
evidence that you
this
did
has
this
not
walk?
gone where I thought it was going to.
Was anybody else in the whole country doing this 20-mile walk?
No, just me and Prue.
So this is not an event. There's no posters. There's no anything. You just
No.
decided that you and your friend. Am I correct so far?
Yeah, potentially.
You and your
were
friend.
they clearly pajamas?
Yeah.
What
they're proper
shoes are you wearing?
pajamas. I was wearing bright green Oasis shoes.
Aha.
I thought
Oasis
it was
didn't come
skating.
in bright green. They came in lime green. Green.
Same
Green,
thing, isn't it?
green.
Lime
Sorry.
green or
David,
bright
you
green?
have not. You
Yeah, I
have
know,
not
I
put this
know.
Caught
one
me
here.
out there, bro.
Like which color on the back of behind my head currently right now? Which color was it? Because it's
Oh,
every
out
shade
of
of
those
green.
greens. It was. It was one in the
All
middle.
No, okay, hold on. I'm still trying to just wrap my head around one little small little detail. All right. So you and your friend Brew or Peru or whatever, right?
Peru, yeah.
Peru. You decided one night. What age were you again?
17.
Okay, you're 17 years old. All right,
Yeah.
let's make some money. We're going to go around from house to house, letting people know, hey, we're going to be walking 20 miles an hour on this particular day.
20 miles an hour.
Sorry, 20 miles. We're going to be
wish I could
walking
walk that
20
fast.
miles. Sorry, it's usually just a force of habit saying per hour after saying 20 miles. And we're going to, there's going to be no proof of it. There's going to be no video footage. There's no starting line. There's no finishing line to where people are going to be cheering you on. They're
There
like,
was
I
a
can't believe
starting
you
line.
made it. Okay, the starting line is whatever you fucking wanted it to be.
It
All
was the
right.
house.
Okay, it
Asda.
was the house. So when you, okay, now did you do a circle? Was it walking to some place and then back again or what?
We walked up a big country lane and then down the other end of it and then up the other side of it and then down the other end of it and then
Right.
ended up
So,
in a
wait,
town.
wait, Tom. Let her finish. This is going to be fun. All right. So,
You know, we did a few country. We took some shortcuts through fields because I knew the area.
so you didn't do 20 miles.
well, no,
you took
it
a
wasn't
shortcut.
Shortcuts. All right, it wasn't shortcuts. It was more direct routes that we'd planned out.
Okay, so you planned out these shortcuts, so which aren't actually shortcuts. They just happen to be
No,
part of
There's
the
they're
a
route.
route. So it's
No,
not.
this is
It's
the
just the route.
Okay. All right. So you
route.
and your friend at
Yes.
at 8 a.m. in the morning
Yeah.
or whatever,
Yeah, we
you
could hear
guys
the
start
birds.
walking. How much money
Yeah.
did you raise?
I think it was about 250 quid or something like that.
And that 250 quid
you
got
went
you
to
all the way
Ukraine
to
on-
Ukraine.
How- it helped towards Ukraine.
It helped. It
Right.
helped.
Yeah.
See,
Okay.
how long did you go there for?
2 weeks.
That's not going to help out. I believe she went there, but it's the gathering of the money part is where
I've
it is.
never heard. I have been on this podcast with Chloe for what, 2.5, 3 years now, and she has never once said, by the way, I went to Ukraine and was like in an orphanage and shit. That she has never mentioned this story before.
Have I not?
No.
Are you sure?
Absolutely fucking positive.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. Half the time I'm not paying attention, so I'm not going to say either. Or. So, okay. I'm sorry. It's just I'm trying to imagine myself. Wait, okay. So you went from house to house, or did
Yep.
you hang out in front of a supermarket and saying, "Hey, sponsor my walk," and everything's not probably printed out or anything, or
No,
is like,
we just turned up like a couple of nutters at Asda later on in the afternoon
so you went to
and looked
Asda.
nuts. Yeah.
So
we
you went to
basically walked
Asda and asking people for money.
Well, no, we'd already asked people for money. We'd already collected that bit.
So why did you go to the Asda?
It's just an end point, wasn't it? We didn't know where else to go.
See, this
Wait, no,
sounds like
that's the
bullshit, but
end-
it also
wait.
has the hints of a Chloe
Oh my
plan.
God, that's what I
of
was
like,
gonna say
it
too.
doesn't fully make sense. And the only way that could happen is if it's a Chloe plan. It's the only fucking way.
The fact that she was there, she was 17 as well, and
Wait, you went to Ukraine at 17?
Yep.
oh, she might have been 18 at some point, you know, because I'm sure you didn't. It wasn't
No,
like
I was
2 weeks
I was about
after.
17.
Okay,
And your mum let you go to Ukraine?
did she know?
Did my what? Did my mum know there was a Ukraine? Yeah.
No. Did your mom know that you went to Ukraine?
Yes, it was all planned.
We're not asking her about geography or anything, you know. Just
No,
all
we
right.
all knew.
Why
we
do
all
you want to
knew.
go to Ukraine?
why not
My-
Rwanda?
my
Or
My mate just said, "Oh, I'm going to go and do some voluntary work. Do you fancy coming?" So I went, "Yeah, fuck it, why not?"
okay, so where did you get it? Surely. £250 didn't pay for both of you guys to fly there,
No,
so you
it
got money
it
other
just-
places as well.
Yeah, we got some money from family
No.
and stuff. It just helped.
Okay, so it helped. Did you walked 20 miles? How long did that
I think
take
it
you
was about
first of
20
all?
miles. We left at like about 8 in the morning, and I think
Okay.
we got there by about 3
You
or
did
4 in the
voluntary
afternoon.
work for only 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So 20
What did
miles
you do
in
while you
8
were out there?
hours?
I don't know how many
The
miles. I
walk.
think
This-
it
if
was
we're gonna
20
catch her,
miles.
if we're gonna catch her out now on this one, it's gonna be about the walk, all right, and not about the whole Ukraine thing or anything. It's by the way, is that a third world country? Ukraine? It is it?
It is
Yeah.
very much in so it's very much
Went
in
to
Europe. It's kind of
Cherkasy.
borders.
There you go.
And and now you had no cell phones. All you had was each other. Like you took some breaks in between.
Yeah, we stopped off at one of the we stopped off at a pub and got a hot chocolate each with marshmallows.
With marshmallows. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. That's definitely some great clues there in that one. But for you started off at 8 and you finished at 4. 8 hours, 20 miles.
See, the problem is,
Yeah, I
this
think so. I
is
can't remember
another
how far
classic
exactly.
Chloe story. She does this where she'll say something, it'll start believable, and then it'll start going fucking full left field. And like, no, this is bullshit. But then she'll say something, and it's like, yeah, but this doesn't make any sense in a way that only a true Chloe story can. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Okay, hold on a
But it
second. I'm
also
sorry.
sounds very believable.
Maybe I'm not understanding some of the answers. Okay, the $250 you got from people who went to Asda. Is that right?
No, they were just random people that we knew, or just randomly
okay.
asked.
So you asked people just
Yeah.
at the Asda area or on the
We didn't
sidewalk.
just turn up at Asda in pajamas and go, "Give us your money."
So you were in pajamas too when you're asking for money.
Yeah, she
Oh,
has mentioned
yeah.
that. You've not
Yeah,
caught her
we
out
were
with that
definitely
one.
in pajamas.
But I know she had pajamas when she was doing the walk. I just didn't notice she had
We
pajamas
made it
when
like
she was asking for the
it
money.
like a very knowledgeable thing. Like everyone in Dawlish knew and supported it, so we all got some monies.
So just the two
Some
of you
people
though.
did give us more
Why
money.
didn't
like,
you why didn't you
50
do it
quid
to
or
where, invite other people to do it too? And they could gather some money for you guys to go, even though they didn't have to actually
I
go
was
to.
like 17. I was a bit.
Well,
clueless
surely
what I was
somebody
doing,
would have
to be honest.
suggested it. It's just the fact that there was only two of you did it. There's no, I don't know. I'm going to go with false. I'm sorry, you're not
Are you ready,
convincing
are you?
me. I personally am ready to call bullshit on your thing because I don't know if any I don't.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna
Tom?
have to go true on this because you know what? It just has the hallmarks of just an absolute nonsense bollock story that you've done. I
Go on.
just find it. But then again, the problem with it, you know what? Right, Chloe. This is my massive problem with you, and the reason why sometimes I don't like you with this stuff.
Oh, all right.
It's
fucking hell.
because the stories that you tell, I want to believe them. It's the fact that you'll say it, and even in my head, I'm like, no, this is bullshit. But my heart says, I like this story. I want this to be true. Because if this is true, I think it'll make the world a better place, knowing that it's a real thing that's actually happened. And then you take it away from me, and I feel like the world is just a little worse off because of it.
You just can't work it out with me either, can you? It's just so random.
No,
Are you ready for the truth, Tom?
I'm guessing I've failed again, haven't I?
I'm gonna make you happy because it's 100% true.
Yes! Fuck you, David! You're a wanker! Sorry. That was a bit
Definitely.
aggressive.
There's the photo.
All right, we cannot see that. However, we will
I will
definitely
have to
post
share
so,
that. But yeah, it's
yeah.
genuinely a true story.
Patreons,
Now-
you're getting a
now
picture of
you guys
Chloe
have
when
got
she was 17
actually-
and in her pajamas. That's not
You-
weird.
You genuinely, now you've actually asking all these questions, I'm actually there going, maybe that was a bit weird. I genuinely thought I was really cool at the time. I've even got a picture of me hugging a tree in my pajamas, thinking how cool I was. And now I'm
long
sitting
were
here
you-
thinking,
how long were you
I
gone
don't think
for?
I was cool. Hey?
How long were you in the Ukraine for?
2 weeks.
What
did
what
voluntary
airport
work.
did you land into? Okay, we already know the answer. Sorry, I should...
It was near Kiev we landed, so we stayed at Chikasi.
So surely you had to
Kyiv,
have
not Kiev.
Kyiv. Sorry, Kyiv.
Yeah, you
Oh
don't
my
say
god,
Kiev.
I can't like. And was there an organization there that you end up signing up
Yeah,
with?
it turned
Okay.
out that my friend went with a really Christian people,
These are the
and I'm
questions I
not
should have been
Christian at
asking.
all. And I got told that I was going to hell because I didn't believe in Jeebus, and I was like, oh, well, this is fun. Thanks for that.
So you don't want my help?
Yeah, so I just went, oh, it's fine. I'm pretty sure I've told you, Tom. Have I not told you about the time I got stuck in the prison because there was a massive riot? I told you that, didn't I?
No, you
No.
have not.
No, you should have waited, Chloe.
No, you have not told us that story.
I thought I had.
No,
No!
we would have
Oh, okay,
remembered
well,
that one.
That's for another podcast.
Oh yeah, go ahead and tell that next. Will I bullshit you? What a waste! What an
Unless,
absolute waste.
unless she's just set it up.
Ooh, she is good.
I mean,
Ooh,
that
She's
would
very
be
good.
I mean, I could have done.
perfect if she did.
Who knows? have to find out next
You
time.
know.
won't you? Tune in next time. I do know, yeah. I do know.
Right. Shall we end the podcast so David can go to his
Next barbecue. It's a kid's
Next
birthday.
barbecue.
It's a kid's.
Yeah,
kid's
he has another
birthday.
one. He did say that we need to finish by 11, and it's now 10 to. We've still got intro and outro to do, so we're
Oh, right, okay, yeah, we better.
Oh,
right,
shit.
bye, love you.
And on that note, thank you so much for listening. If you haven't listened, how is it you got this far? But we shall see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much for listening. Our podcast manager and editor is David. Thank you very much, David, for farting and for doing all of that.
Where did you fart?
He made a
fart.
farting noise with his mouth, but
Oh, I
apparently we're doing
missed
this.
it.
Apparently all of this is going into the outro because we're doing one take and one take only.
You're very welcome, by
Hosts
the way,
are
for the
myself,
editing.
Chloe and David again, because
Oh,
fuck you. why not?
absolutely. You're very welcome. It's my pleasure to be
much.
part of this show. It absolutely is.
It's not a pleasure. If you like to support us, why not join our Patreon like our amazing mega supporters, such as Arthur Job, Dildo, I'm Having an Orgasm, Jack Goodwin, John Brown, Justin Reaney, Masturbate, Me Hall, Phil Starkey, S.My.D, Skip Dude, Stephen Patterson, Timo, Trucker Colin, and there are some. 1 second. There are more people on this list, and then people give money to us as well, and they are so amazing, but only half amazing as the other guys, the mega sporters. Sorry, guys, you're not to shame you, but we love you, just not quite as much.
We'd shame a lot less
and-
if they paid us more.
It's good stuff. So honestly, we're such dicks. We've got Big Mike, Gavin Williams, Neil Rees, Trucker Joe, and Danny Flynn, the Juan King Master.
Oh, now I
You're
get
bringing
it.
it.
I
Amazing.
butchered that last time. I was like the one king. Okay, yeah, I have no idea. But then when you say
yeah.
it, it's the Wan King Master. I love it.
Brilliant. Very
Was
well done.
the one there? Was the one on here? I'm not supposed to read out.
Yeah, we couldn't remember the bloody name.
Maybe he named it
Okay.
as something else.
Slagnor, whatever you came up with.
Yeah, Slagathor. Well,
That
so you
was
might have been-
it,
You may have been
Slagathor.
blanked. You may have been blanked out there. Beep. Sorry.
Have you added more editing for David? You
We really
bastard.
have. Yeah, we really have. These guys get great perks such as extra access to content, get Discord, get live viewings, so much. I've got a message off Phil as well saying I've missed his name off. I have not missed your name off. Fuck you. And if you'd like to support us in other ways, go to summonslap.com, which is probably still down at the moment, so please don't go there. And go and follow us on social media like YouTube, Instagram. Just search Just Another Trucking Podcast, or go to Just Another Trucking Podcasts. No, wait. Patreon.com/JATP. Wow, this has been an awful one. But thank you, and
that-
goodbye.